just a dream. This is a chance to feel
How's it going, hipster? How's it going, Leah? How's it going, folks?
no more waiting, no more fear. The lights go up, I appear. Built from scars and sleepless nights. Now I rise to claim what's mine. You can feel the fire.
UCW BLOODOATH Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get hype in chat. Let's get excited. We're going to be here for a while, just so y'all know.
This is not just a dream. This is the fight for my name. This is the pulse that breaks the cage when the world tries to silence the sound. I rise, I scream, I tear it down. You say, tell me I jump, as I walk, I feel alive. No crown made me, no throne defined. I bled to cross that battle line. Don't call this luck, don't call it fate. I made this moment, now I dominate.
It's raining there right now. It was raining all morning here today. I was quite worried that it was going to continue to rain. It had me scared. Had me a little shaken in my boots, to be honest. I'm not going to front with y'all. We do not have an intro for BLOODOATH. I didn't make one. Honestly, that was the last thing that I had planned for BLOODOATH, and I didn't have time. I didn't feel like delaying it any longer than it actually had been. I just want to go. So I'm gonna give myself a couple more seconds to get ready, get lit, get hype, chug this energy drink, and then we're gonna get right into BLOODOATH, ladies and gentlemen.
Every voice that said I'd fall, every wall I broke through all alone. I am the war, I am the spark, and I am never turning back. This is not just a dream. This is a chance to feel alive. This is my soul. Unleashed tonight. When the lights hit.
Hi guys. Hello. It's me again. Your boy, Demons, is me. Welcome back to UCW, ladies and gentlemen. This is our second ever pay-per-view. But technically, it's a premium live event because y'all ain't paying for this except for my subscribers on Twitch. I appreciate y'all dearly. Much love. GG's in chat. You're the reason why I do this, and you help make UCW possible. Mike might be a little high. Henny Hut, welcome in, brother. Hello. Hello, my friending. Hello. Anyway, the first ever UCW pay-per-view was this little thing that we call Behind Closed Doors. It was for UCW last gen. It doesn't exist anymore. It'll happen next year. That's all I've got to talk to you about that. Tonight is all about BLOODOATH. All about championships as well. To start off the night, ladies and gentlemen, Dad Trainer of DTX will be taking on Jake Simon and Darren Briggs of the Crimson Syndicate. I had to remember what we came up with for that. The winner of this match will win that briefcase right behind them, and that briefcase can be cashed in at any given time, at any given place for the Breakdown World Championship, which is on the line tonight. After that, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan and Nolan Omega will be defending the Tag Team Extreme Championships against SK Riot and Will Saturn. This will be a Bound by Blood elimination match. So this is a tornado tag elimination match, essentially. But Bound by Blood sounds cooler. After that, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Thomas takes on Reverend Supreme Knight in a first-to-fall match for the Continental Championship. Ricky Thomas defends for the third time here. Right after, ladies and gentlemen, Dizzy will be taking on Haley Ramon. Haley Ramon defends the UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls death match. Then Elijah Baker takes on the Prime Champion PIKABOY. Both of these men, the only men from UCW Prime that get the chance to be on the pay-per-view. So let's get big shouts out to both these guys right here. After that, ladies and gentlemen, what will most likely be the best and the longest match of the night. We've got Back Alley taking on the Click and the Lucha Dragons. So D and J Newton will defend the UCW World Tag Team Championships against Alley and Backbone and Orion and Midas. What this is another tornado tag elimination match, but it has also got the death match theme. So it's got the barbed wire bats, the light tubes, it's got Janice, it's got all the things that you're here to see. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, Ace Anderson defends the Deathlock Championship in a Who's Your Daddy match against Jimmy Dice. Once again, Deathlock Championship can only be defended in submission matches, so this is very self-explanatory. And then after that, Samantha... Y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all don't see that. John Styles takes on Radcore and Gregor McKay for the Prince of Carnage Championship. This championship vacated on Friday because of some actions chosen by Eddie Lewis. We'll say that. So these three men will go at it to see who will become the second ever Prince of Carnage champion. After that, in our co-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Joka, the devil of professional wrestling, will defend the Breakdown World Championship against the man who he won it from for the final time. If Johnny Vegas cannot win the belt back here tonight, he will be moved to UCW Overdrive indefinitely. And then in our main event of the evening, King Hipsta earned this right himself. Did this for himself, and now he has to prove that it was all not for nothing. He takes on Adam, the Reaper Thomas, the World Heavyweight Champion, in a bloodbath Hell in a Cell match. Essentially just a 2 out of 3 falls death match in a Hell in a Cell. But anyway, bloodbath sounds cooler, don't it? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got, I believe, 11 incredible matches that are all lined up in front of us. A lot of wrestling is about to take place. So without further ado, let's dim the lights. Hit the music. BLOODOATH is here, ladies and gentlemen. Making their way to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen. The man who runs DTX, the leader and the founder. I'd even say a founding father of UCW, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, Dad Trainer. An incredible legacy in all of EFED wrestling follows this man everywhere that he goes. The fact that he is in this match and has to beat his opponents is simply just a stipulation to him. Everything is almost guaranteed, except for that match against Adam Thomas. We're not going to talk about that. Where he goes, greatness follows, ladies and gentlemen. Dad Trainer, DTX, one of the best EFEDs in the game, part of the Unscripted Violence stream team. Says I'm playing Mafia on Twitch. Huh. Well, let me change that real quick. Thank you, sir. Not let TOS get me this time. DT, take it away. WWE 2K25. There we go. Once again, thank you, Henny Hut. Big shout out to my boy. Let me get this music playing and I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring next. Coming through gorilla position. We got DT's music playing still, but that is not who is coming down, ladies and gentlemen. He is the vampire of UCW, proving that the dead live and they walk in UCW's halls. Jake Simon, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna get rain for about half an hour. That sucks. I don't even notice that. Yeah, I didn't either. His theme wasn't playing. That's annoying. The devil of pro wrestling is here. Welcome in, clown. Welcome in. Is Jake Simon's theme playing? Can we hear this?
No gimmicks, no rules, no witness. I don't warn, I don't miss. One shot, one hit, that's it.
Bet. Everybody, if you're interested in just general gaming content, go give the boy a follow. Funny guy. It's the main cosign I can give him. He's funny, and when he gets mad at video games, it's even funnier. He's way better at hard games than I am, I will say that. A lot of Elden Ring, Night Rain. I think he was talking about playing Cyberpunk and stuff like that. Tonight you silence Vegas permanently. Talking that cash. Talking that cash. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final competitor in this triple threat TLC match for the Clash contract. A member of the Crimson Syndicate. Sorry, indigestion's crazy. Darren Briggs. Right hand of Rose Daniels. Tag team partner of Reckless Tom Richards.
Barroom born with a busted jaw, raised on fists and outlaws law. Never cared for kings or crowns. I come to swing, not mess around.
Taking his damn time down to the ring. Darren Briggs taking in the energy of the crowd. I'm sure it's quite stressful. Being the opening match of a pay-per-view, especially one of this. Yes, Nolan, I can now. Yes, I can. 2K is buns. Yes, it is, crazy boy. Elijah Baker is on the card though. He's got a shot at the Prime Championship. Whoever wins, I will tear your soul and get my pound of flesh before you even sniff my title. This pound of flesh stuff is crazy. What happened to we don't do paranormal things, Joker? What happened? What happened to that? I'm talking about eating people, all right? Jeffrey Dahmer's a little real for me. 2K is kind of fun sometimes, but it's okay. We love you, 2K. Don't do anything to mess this up. Huge punch from Darren Briggs to start off the match. He takes out DT as well, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even have time to turn the music down. These three guys already just going at it. Jake Simons takes out Briggs. DT focuses on him now. Got the music changed. Finally. We retain the titles, so we need more people to fight for tag action. We've got more people to fight for tag action. You just don't know that yet. Jake Simon, big elbow across the back. DT with a reversal. Hits him with the DDT. and one to him from Darren Briggs. These three men automatically go into war here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Big headbutt from DT. Anybody from any brand and still win? I don't know about. Oh. Clown, I have an idea. I have an idea. Jake Simon, big punch to the body of DT. Darren Briggs picks up a huge kick to the face from Darren Briggs. Lays out Jake Simon. Up on his shoulders. Gets him into the ropes. Big clothesline from DT.
The letters, Mason. What do they mean?
Paolo, thank you for the subscription on YouTube, brother. Welcome in, welcome in. Jake Simon got DT up on his shoulders. Darren Briggs taking the opportunity at the briefcase while both of his opponents are distracted. DT, not new to this, knows that strategy all too well, takes Darren Briggs down. Big elbows to the body of Jake Simon. DT busts him open. Huge boot to the face. He's focused on Briggs now. Got him by the back of the head. Bounces his face off the turnbuckle. Huge combo incoming. Ladder set up in the ring. No. DT sets it up in the corner instead. Not focused on that briefcase at all. Simon setting the ladder up in the middle of the ring. Said, if you won't, I will. To hell with that. DT once again pushing his opponent off the ladder. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. DT with a table in hand gets knocked out of his hands. Briggs drops him down. Looked like he was going for a cover there. That will not win you this match, sir. Big kick misses. Drops him down onto the table. Big damage to the back of the head of Briggs. DT makes his way back onto the inside of the ring. Gets the table out of the way. Jake Simon misses the knee. Gets taken out by the table across the face. DT waiting for Darren. Takes the ladder to the face. Not sure if that was part of the game plan of Dad Trainer. Jake Simon got him by the back of the head. Big reversal. DT now focusing on the ladder. Sets it up in the middle of the ring. No. This is the first match of the night, Hazard. You are all good, brother. You are all good. DT now trying to get the briefcase. Darren Briggs notices, but Jake Simon, he's got him tied up. Submission in place. Darren Briggs trying to get out of it. DT, 2 hands on the belt. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Briggs, Jake Simon, 2 focused on each other. Dad Trainer pulls the briefcase down. That was so quick. Careful with what you wish for, Nolan. Something wicked this way come. Yeah. Something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Dad Trainer, the leader of DTX, is your new Clash contract holder. That briefcase gives him the power to cash in for the Breakdown World Championship anytime he pleases. DT, if you're in chat, just let me know when you want to do that, baby boy. Let's move right into our next match, ladies and gentlemen. To follow up that incredible showing, we've got Ethan and Nolan Omega taking on Will Saturn and SK Riot, the Free Radicals. This is a UCW Bound by Blood match. So what that means is that if Nolan Omega gets eliminated, Ethan Omega has to either win the match or be eliminated himself. But it gives him the opportunity to keep the championships at home. Ladies and gentlemen, this one I'm very excited for. Let's get ready to rumble. Making their way down to the ring first, I believe they are your champions. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, if I can find their music, the Breakdown Tag Team Extreme Champions, Ethan and Nolan Omega. What's good, Joker? What's good? Everybody talking shit about Nolan. Both these men very focused, not much luck in their singles runs. But as tag team competitors, they have proved to be unstoppable.
You blink, we've already won.
That is very true, Joker. That is very true.
Let's strike fast and clean.
Ethan and Nolan Omega, ladies and gentlemen, been champions since the inception of those belts. Carried them all the way through UCW's history thus far. But can these men, the men coming down to the ring now, Will Saturn, SK Riot, the Free Radicals, will they be the ones to take those straps away from the Omegas? They've tried once and failed. Both men looking much more focused than they were before. Will Saturn earning this opportunity for his team this last Friday. He'd have a little word with Darren about his focus. Facts. He opens that checkbook and his ass hasn't been able to cash any yet. Woo! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, this one is sure to be one of the top contenders for match of the night. If you talk this, I will destroy you. In game, right? Like we ain't talking about like doing anything drastic in real life because like that's just stupid, in my opinion. In game though, I mean, it's a video game. Wrestle who you want. I don't really care. Bet. Just had to make sure, Nolan. Just had to make sure. Got to clarify these things so nobody thinks anybody's being threatened in real life. Nolan, I already beat you. Never IRL. Glad you agree. Glad you agree. I don't want to see that self-promo shit in the corner. Nolan said he's going to win the match by submission. When did that happen? I didn't see that. I didn't do that. I never allowed that. We don't do promos on screen because that shit doesn't look good. Will Saturn showing off the dominance early. The high-flying machine. Win some single matches, rookie, and then come talk that noise, little man. I don't know about little man, clown. No, you didn't. Like I said, I don't know what that's talking about. That's not a real thing. That's just a 2K being 2K thing. Don't worry about the submission thing on the screen. I mean, you said that you will destroy them, not that you. Joker, you must not be streaming anymore. Because you are way active in chat. Nolan Omega takes down SK Riot. Huge close. Oh, you are? Damn, you type. That boy typed quick. That boy typed quick. Will Saturn not in a good position with Nolan Omega in the ring. Misses the kick. Nolan Omega with the reversal. Takes out Will Saturn. SK Riot blocks the door on the outside. Yeah, I went through and changed some things underneath the ring. We got some other things other than tables in this bitch. I'm so tired of seeing tables come out, man. Y'all don't understand. I may have a design for Joka. Oh my God, Will Saturn! Takes out Nolan Omega over the top rope, spills onto the outside next to the announcing tables. As you can see, the Unscripted Violence Stream Team announcing table, the only table where we paid to have people, because that is what matters. Nolan Omega gets caught, big kick from Will Saturn. Devon get the table. I mean, honestly, everybody gets the table in UCW. No, you fine. Joker's Rise, ladies and gentlemen. Clown, can we get a shout out for Joker's Rise in chat, please? Man is absolutely incredible. He's funny. He got one of I'm going to say this, and it's not, he got one of those funny accents. I actually like his accent. It makes him sound super smart, which is funny because he does not say things that make him sound smart. But no, it's all love for Joker's Rise. Dude is absolutely incredible. Started his own EFED. He plays games that I also don't play because, like, I'm just not good at them. But hey, man, variety streaming is the future. Is that Joker's face in a heart? That's kind of creepy, brother. Like, it's cool, but it's kind of creepy. SK Riot elbow across the back of Nolan Omega. Will Saturn, steel chair in hand. SK Riot catches Nolan Omega with a drop kick. Going to get the elimination on Omega. Ethan with a reversal on the outside. Steel chair. Misses. Y'all remember Awakening? Single tier. Big knee to the face of Will Saturn, but he catches Nolan Omega with a reversal. Chop across the chest, misses. Picks him up, slams him back down. Catches him with a kick across the back of the leg. Does it again. Ethan Omega going for a submission on Will Saturn. In my opinion, taking out Will Saturn is a guaranteed way to win this match. Will Saturn fights out. SK Riot catches Ethan Omega with the drop kick. Nolan Omega laid out on the outside of the ring. Ethan Omega once again going for the pin. It is unsuccessful. SK Riot keeping the pressure on Ethan Omega. Going up to the top rope. Nolan Omega makes his way into the ring. SK Riot ready for him. Nolan was there faster. He got the reversal. Big drop kick misses. Will Saturn caught him though. SK Riot heads back outside, focusing on Ethan Omega. Will Saturn misses the big attack. Off the middle rope, drop kick misses. Or it hits. I'm tripping. Nolan Omega, huge DDT. Throws his opponent into the ropes, catches him, hits him with the sling blade. Or is that what you said was the Omega effect? Because I thought the Omega effect was the cutter in the corner. So I can't remember. Bounces his face off the turnbuckle. Ethan Omega takes out SK Riot. He's got him on his shoulders. A huge knee in the future of SK Riot. Will Saturn making his way up to his feet. Only a count of one. Big elbows to the body from Will Saturn. He's got Nolan Omega by the back of the head. Ethan Omega intercepts, trying to stop the assault on his brother. Flips him over. Nolan Omega heads outside. Omega effect is the sling blade. Omega factors the cutter in the corner. I was close. Nolan applying pressure to SK Riot on the outside. Will Saturn not doing nearly as well against Ethan as he was against Nolan. Big double axe handle off the middle rope. Ethan Omega going for a cover on Will Saturn. SK Riot makes his way into the ring. Will Saturn kicks out at 2. He's got him by the back of the head. Big reversals. All 4 of these men going back and forth, back and forth. Down onto the table. Nolan Omega's busted open. Will Saturn heading up to the top rope. He wants Nolan on his feet. Ethan takes out Riot. Will tries to change targets. Ethan throws him down, going for a cover. 1, 2, only 2. Will Saturn powers out. Goes over off the top. Misses the clothesline. Ethan Omega barely hitting that elbow off the top rope. The Omegas seem to be getting a little tired. Leon, welcome in, brother, welcome in. I'm not as big of a fan of WB as I used to. But if you like WWE, you might like UCW. It's a completely custom universe, AI versus AI. A lot of the people in this match actually are members of the community. Big knee to the face from Ethan Omega. No, SK Riot. He's busted open. 2. Only 2. Riot kicks out. Off the top, Nolan catches him. SK Riot. Huge move on the inside of the ring. He's got Ethan where he wants him. Nolan cleaning off the table. Ethan kicks out at 2. Nolan heads inside. SK Riot gets him with the kitchen sink. That was a botch. Oh, shit. Yeah, WWE 2K25, yes, sir. Nolan Omega slams him down. Going for a cover, Ethan takes out Will Saturn. Does not buy enough time for the cover. Will Saturn gets out of the way. Not fast enough. Ethan Omega takes him down once again. That's terrifying, clown. That's terrifying. Letting loose with that steel chair on the inside of the ring. SK Riot tries to catch him. Nolan, huge kick to the face of Riot. I do kind of, oh my God! DDT down onto the door. Now making his way across the ring, coming to save his brother. Nolan Omega. Attitude adjustment on the outside. The leg of Will Saturn got caught on the announce table, ladies and gentlemen. The Free Radicals putting it all on the line, but it still does not seem to be enough. Okay, I thought my webcam was lagging just a little bit. Ethan Omega gets caught by the table across the back. Drops the leg down. Will Saturn, big move on the outside. Both of the Free Radicals on the inside of the ring. Nolan Omega comes in, gets caught. Huge kicks from Will Saturn. Ethan Omega back up to his feet. So is Nolan. Big reversal from Nolan. Catches him with the elbows. Big kick misses. Will Saturn doesn't. Huge kick lays out Nolan Omega. Will Saturn's going up to the top. SK Riot, low blow. Huge moves from both men. SK Riot can't take out Ethan Omega. Can Will Saturn take out Nolan? No, he can't. Only a count of 2. He's going back up to the top. Hits him once again. Another cover. SK Riot working on Ethan Omega on the outside. Nolan kicks out still. Holy hell. I am YouTube, yes. I am YouTube. SK Riot, double axe handle misses on Nolan Omega. Nolan Omega, big drop kick. Will Saturn on the outside of the ring gets caught. Another big punch. Huge move, draped on the ropes. Nolan Omega might have just taken Will Saturn out of the equation. Catches him with the kick. Ethan Omega not in a good spot. SK Riot trying to keep it together for his team. Saturn back up to his feet. Focused on Nolan. Throws him into the steel steps. Once again. Cool, brother. Cool. We prefer not to self-promote on the YouTube chat, just because there's a lot of that goes around. Twitch chat, it's a little different, especially if I know who you are. But a random person on YouTube, that's about the extent of self-promotion that I'd appreciate. If you want to talk about UCW, We all good. Or even WWE. Just like not your personal content preferably. Thank you kindly. Namaste. SK Riot slams Ethan Omega down. Nolan. I think you can, Nolan. I think you can. This match is not impossible. You guys have taken a lot of damage and have kicked out of it. Spartan, what's going on, brother? Show has been pretty good. All you've missed is DT won the Clash contract at the very beginning. This is the second match of the evening. It's been pretty good. The Free Radicals and the Omegas are going at it. Ethan Omega in the pin position. Will Saturn cannot get the 3 count. Only 1. Very good timing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is set to be just a little bit of a long one. Drop kick on the outside. Will Saturn takes out Nolan. Nolan takes out Will Saturn. Ethan draped across the steel steps on the inside. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is an elimination match. So once we have one go down, it will effectively be a 2-on-1 handicap match. Will Saturn catches Ethan Omega. SK Riot off the top. Huge elbow. The Free Radicals trying to get both of the Omegas onto the inside of the ring. Will Saturn up to the top rope, calling Ethan Omega to his feet. SK Riot going for the cover. 2. Only 2. Will Saturn catches Ethan Omega. Ethan Omega with a reversal. Bulldog barely missing those steel steps. He's got him on his shoulders. Huge knee. Ethan Omega going for the cover. SK Riot doing a big move on the outside. Will Saturn's been eliminated. Ethan and Nolan Omega are now taking on SK Riot in a 2-on-1 handicap match. If the Free Radicals are to win this match, it is all on SK Riot's shoulders. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, I said earlier in this match, if it had to be my pick, I'd rather have Will Saturn as the final man standing for my team. SK Riot taking the fight to Nolan and Ethan on the outside. Nolan seems to have gotten the upper hand. Kitchen sink from Riot. Ethan Omega, forearm across the back. Reversal from SK Riot. Ethan Omega walking through the curtain back there now. You know this is not the finish to this match he was hoping for. SK Riot has had plenty of time to breathe on the inside. Catches him with the stunner. Going for a cover. 2. Only 2. Ethan Omega immediately on the assault. Picking up where his brother left off. Rolling up SK Riot. 1, 2. Only 2. Nolan Omega heading to the outside. Ethan doing the blunt of the work at the moment. Down onto his shoulders. You watch WWE? Cool, brother, cool. Ethan Omega choke. SK Riot taps. The Omegas retain, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan and Nolan Omega are still your Tag Team Extreme champions. Holy hell. Holy hell. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match of the evening that somehow has to follow up that incredible tag team match that we just saw. You look tired, let me help you. Slap the can of ice on him. Exactly, bro. Time for the Omegas to come to the carnival. Weren't you just talking shit about him? What? What? Ladies and gentlemen, our next match of the evening is for the UCW Continental Championship. Reverend Supreme Knight will be challenging Ricky the Dark Horse Thomas for the Continental title right here, right now. Okay, Clown deserves to talk. Let me preface. Clown definitely deserves to talk. You aren't on Twitch and you're not a part of TXW, so you don't know what the carnival is. Once we get done with the entrances, I'll explain to you what the carnival is. Maybe it'll make a little bit more sense to you. Meet the carnival. Okay. Meet the carnival makes a whole lot more sense. We retained and still cooked. You suck. Get out. Hey, man. I mean, talk that shit. They were talking shit about you. I can't tell you not to. Talk that shit, brother. Talk that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring now, he is the father of professional wrestling. Stepping into the ring with him is 50-50, whether you're saved or screwed. Reverend Supreme Knight, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Clown, we can make that happen. Before you even DM me, yes, we can make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, well, hold on. Do you want the Clowns or do you want Joka to fight him? He needed the teammate to help him win, so Clown is still going to talk his shit. Let's be real. Talk as much shit as you want. Just be nice to me. On my Ellen DeGeneres shit, be kind to each other. Remember, this is internet wrestling. And when you put the mic down, you can put the mic down. Ladies and gentlemen, next week on Friday, UCW Breakdown. The Clowns of the Dark Carnival will take on Ethan and Nolan Omega. And if they can win that match, they will earn a shot at the Tag Team Extreme Championships. This just in from User Unknown, the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring now as I try and find his music because for some reason I can't find it. There it is. Making his way down to the ring now. He is not only your Continental Champion, he is your King's Debt Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky the Dark Horse Thomas. That jacket is dope. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I've told him many times. That jacket is sick. That's why I said that if y'all beat him, I'll make it a title match. Title match. I got you. All about all's love and fair in war. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I said that the way I meant it. Both championships in the hands of one of UCW's most illustrious, most respected veterans. The father of your World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. And there is what is on the line, ladies and gents. To reiterate, this is a UCW first to fall match. So the first man to be rendered unconscious by his opponent will be deemed your winner. Lucky to be fighting us in general is crazy. You don't know who Clown is. Joka is the devil of professional wrestling for a reason. Dark Carnival runs rampant through multiple EFEDs. You didn't know, so I'm informing you. That is who you're messing with. He definitely, I'm not going to say he could walk into my office and be like, give me a title shot, and I give it to him, but, he walked into my office and got a match to earn a title shot. So if he beats you next week, the week after that, he gets a title shot. That's how this works. Ricky Thomas gets flipped over by Reverend Supreme Knight instantly. Instantly. Supreme Knight showing the power. Showing that he is not the small man Ricky Thomas made him out to be when he picked him up and tossed him over the ropes at the Blood Ledger Royal Rumble. Let me get rid of this. There we go. I can do that. Well, hold on. I haven't checked it yet, so I don't know what you sent me. I've had my ass handed to me far too many times by Clown, okay? Are you sure, DM? Are you sure? You're behind, sir. Whatever you sent, you didn't send. Or you didn't send it to me. Reverend Supreme Knight takes Ricky Thomas down. He's got the ankle locked up. Big kick to the face of Supreme Knight. Ricky Thomas looks very focused, ladies and gentlemen. One has to wonder, does he think about cashing in? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the King's Debt Championship can be cashed in just like the Gift of the Gods. Well, you don't even have to do title defenses. He earned it. So he can cash it in whenever he wants, for whatever he wants. Like I told him, if he wanted to, he could cash it in on himself, become a 2-time Continental champion, like that, off rip. Null and void. Me and Joker have fought each other before, and it's been some good matches. See, exactly. Joker ain't nobody to play with. Supreme Knight tossing him over. I mean, obviously. I think you could honestly say that in chat. I don't think that would be a problem. Reverend Supreme Knight fired up. Ricky Thomas not in a good position. That's a big man to come crashing down on you. Double axe handle from the Reverend. Thomas catches him with a kick across the face. Working the arms now. Big knee to the top of the head from the Reverend. I like how he's staying over by his logo as well. That's very nice. If you did not know, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Supreme Knight, the leader and founder of TCW, Triple Crown Wrestling on YouTube, or Dr. Supreme Knight on Twitch. Very good man, very funny guy, very wholesome EFED content. I hope Supreme wins. I need to get my receipt back. Also ads. There's not nearly as many of them as there were. I'm not saying I don't think they're nearly as long either, because like you don't really make much from them. So like the thought of turning them off has crossed my mind. Ricky Thomas stomps down on the back of the head of Reverend Supreme Knight. Working his arm. Little man, kid, rookie. I am not scared of someone who's not old enough to have a Twitch account, so please continue to think whatever you want. Ricky Thomas working the arm of Supreme Knight. Goes up to the top. Supreme stands up. Might not. Double axe handle from the Dark Horse. Supreme Knight trying to make his way outside. Catch his breath. Get a little bit of breathing room maybe. Ricky Thomas won't allow it. Big punches to the face. Drops him down onto the apron. Shots fired. Ricky Thomas focusing on the Unscripted Violence stream team announce table. That's the second time it's been stripped. Shout out to the cleaning team. That is the new Ricky. That is the new Ricky Dicky. Big punches to the face of Ricky Dicky. Supreme Knight in complete control. Throws him into the ring. Supreme Knight once again looking for something. Pulls out the stop sign. Tries to take it across the face of the Dark Horse. He says no. Big punch to the back of the head. Now he has the stop sign. Throws it down across the back of Reverend Supreme Knight. Up to the middle rope. He wants him up on his feet. Double axe handle misses. Supreme Knight catches him. Drop kick lands. He said, stop in the name of the Lord. Big move. Huge elbow across the back of the head. Can't remember if that was called the Sword of God or the Hand of God. Hand of God was the slam, though. Big knee drop down. Also, Clown, do you have a title? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's the Breakdown World Champion as of right now. Reverend Supreme Knight stomping on the chest of Ricky Thomas. Big punch to the gut. Reverend Supreme Knight Slams Ricky down onto the wood planks on the outside. Apparently you think you doing pro wrestling is supposed to impress me. Apparently you think I give a damn. Be a no, Ricky, but again, continue to think you mean anything. Nolan, let's not actually insult people. That's all I'll say. Let's calm down, children. Let's calm down. Reverend Supreme Knight gets tossed down onto the outside by Ricky Thomas. And he's just standing over him, catching his breath. Ricky Thomas gets spilt out by the announce tables. Working the legs, Reverend Supreme Knight. Needs to get Ricky back into the. I don't need a person who is not even a tag division or a title. So, funny story. The Clowns actually are a part of the tag division. We've just been getting their entrance package and stuff ready. So, like, as much as they aren't, they are a part of the tag division. While, yes, you are the inaugural tag champion, and I do salute you. Congratulations. He is a part of the tag division. And they were going to come for those titles eventually anyway. So, like, you know. That singles title is crazy. Ricky Thomas, submission against Supreme Knight. If Supreme taps, that's not going to end this match. He has to render his opponent unconscious. Ricky Thomas gets him up to his feet. Gets him into the ring. Going up to the top. Supreme Knight, don't stand up, brother. Big punch down to the face of Reverend Supreme Knight. Ricky Thomas gets kicked off. Huge punch to the face. Clothesline connects. Ricky Thomas trying to put something together. Trying to keep the big man down. Big shot onto the top of his head. You cannot because you have a bedtime. So he has held tag titles before in other EFEDs. Joke has been around for a really long time, Nolan. This is not where he started. I believe he's like a 5-time tag team champion across a couple EFEDs. So, like, while I see what... Reverend Supreme Knight is tapping, ladies and gentlemen, but like I said, that won't end this match. Yeah. Yeah, it just came out of nowhere, too. Guitar in hand, Ricky Thomas trying to take out Reverend Supreme Knight. Misses the attack. Big punch to the face. Got him up on his shoulders. Huge knee. UCW. Welcome in, Reggie. Welcome in. I think you caught us at a little bit of a lag spike, which I apologize for. I turned on some adaptive things to make it to where it should come through a little bit better for you guys whenever it goes through whatever it's going through right now. Supreme Knight goes underneath the ring. The arm of a mannequin in hand. Ricky Thomas laying underneath the steel steps and the trash can. Reverend Supreme Knight not done. Takes the mannequin arm across the head. Gets him up on his shoulders. It's appearing okay for you? Interesting. YouTube coming through clear is crazy. Why is Twitch having problems then? Is questionable to me. Reverend Supreme Knight, double axe handle down onto the top of the head of Ricky Thomas. Kendo stick across the body and the arm. On YouTube, it's fine. Only on Twitch. Cool. Well, guys, if you're on Twitch and you're getting a little bit of lag, it's a shorter, shorter platform. It's supposed to be for short form. But come check out the YouTube. UCW, United Championship Wrestling. Apparently, it comes through way clearer over there, and they're not having any problems. Twitch might just be having a little bit of instability issues on their end. Ricky Thomas gets taken down once again. Reverend Supreme Knight. Big punch to the face, misses. YouTube accepts higher bitrate. So depending on what's going on, if I'm sending out too much stuff, YouTube will take it better than Twitch. Twitch kind of caps you out at like 6,000 from what I've been reading. So that is a little bit of an issue as well, where when things happen that I don't even know what's going on when it's happening, it gets a little problematic. Ricky Thomas, another submission attempt to Reverend Supreme Knight on the outside. Supreme Knight taps once again, but he is still not unconscious. Throws him into the barricade. It might be the multi-stream. Possibly. Big punch to the face. It was doing it yesterday, and I wasn't multi-streaming when I was playing Mafia, though. It was doing it when I was just streaming to Twitch. And if YouTube is coming through clearly, then something makes me think it's just on Twitch's end. Because I'm also looking at my bitrate, and like it's sending through, bouncing between a couple of different numbers. There's way less packet loss than we were having yesterday, which means that it probably isn't coming through as laggy for y'all on Twitch, which is great. Ricky Thomas, another submission on the outside. Supreme Knight taps once again, but he is still not down. Holy shit. Bouncing the face of Reverend Supreme Knight off the turnbuckle, ring post, whatever part of the ring that is. Throwing him around on the outside. Ricky Thomas decimating his opponent right now. Helping him up to his feet. Ricky Thomas gets caught. Big elbows from the Reverend. Big punch to the body. Drops him down on his shoulders. Three of them things coming from Ricky Thomas. Drops Reverend Supreme Knight down. He pops up like it never happened. Switched over to YouTube and no lag whatsoever. Yeah, that's super weird. That is super weird to me. Get in the damn ring. See, that's the thing, is the match isn't going to end in the ring. It's a knockout match, so it can end wherever. It doesn't even, like, the submissions or anything literally just don't count because it's a knockout match. It's a first to fall match. So until Reverend Supreme Knight or Ricky Thomas get knocked out, none of this matters. The Rev will just not go to sleep. Exactly. They call him Mr. Caffeine. Shout out Reggie. Shout out Reggie. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Ricky Thomas gets caught or catches Supreme Knight with a clothesline. Goes up to the top. Big chop to the top of the head of Reverend Supreme Knight. He's going back outside. Steel stairs in hand. Ricky Thomas trying to keep the carnage coming. Supreme Knight not running away, but maybe just repositioning himself a little bit. Stop sign in hand. Gets caught. Supreme Knight with a reversal. Stops Ricky Thomas from getting the DDT. Supreme throws him down. Rolls Ricky Thomas out, busts him wide open. Swear if Knight doesn't yell out, don't run from the Lord before he hits his elbow to the back of the head, I don't want it. When he's in chat, he usually has some fun things to say. That's what I'll say. Supreme usually has got some good one-liners to go with him. Running around the ring, both men trying to meet like freight trains, it looks like. Ricky Thomas with a reversal gets Supreme Knight back into the ring. Big punch to the top of the head. Ricky Thomas drops him down once again. Steel stairs in hand. Throws him down. Ricky Thomas misses the move. Supreme Knight gets out of the way. Gets caught. Hand of God lays out Ricky Thomas in the middle of the ring. Ricky trying to get to the corner to catch his breath. Stop sign in hand. Bouncing it off the face of Ricky Thomas, almost, but he misses. Ricky picks him up and drops him down on top of the stop sign. Reverend Supreme Knight. Yeah, you had to switch to Twitch to here. Might be something to look into on possibly moving to YouTube. Reverend Supreme Knight taps once again, but he is not unconscious. Neither of them are, actually, apparently. Interesting. Is 2K tripping? Yeah, it's a knockout match. I knew I said it to a knockout match. Welcome to YouTube chat, Hipsta. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Ricky Thomas, stop sign back in hand. Throws it down. Catches, flips him over. Reverend Supreme Knight being manhandled once again by the Dark Horse. Going up to the middle rope, double axe handle connects. Yeah, no, I was talking to Clown about it the other day, and I was like, it's quite annoying for y'all and for me whenever it starts doing the random lag shit. I'm looking to get a new router next week, just to make sure it's nothing that's actually like hardware on my end. Because I'm hardwired in, like, and I have a pretty decent internet package. But it just randomly will decide it wants to do stuff like this. Competitors are taking the fight forever chance very literally. Yeah, they are. Yeah, hand of God once again from Reverend Supreme Knight. Lays out Ricky Thomas. Supreme calls him to his feet. What's he got in mind? Stop sign in hand, throws it off the face of the Dark Horse. Big elbows to the body. Huge punch to the face. Reverend Supreme Knight lays out Ricky Thomas. He gets into the corner trying to gain his breath. Big punch to the top of the head. A reversal in the corner. Supreme Knight catches him. Slams him down. Multi-platform streaming is a godsend, though. I remember back when you couldn't multi-stream. Twitch was on, it's BS, you were cooked, but now there's so many you can multi-stream across. Yeah, man, multi-streaming is really a godsend, and I enjoy doing it. I just wish that, like, stability was a little more understandable, like, because it goes through ebbs and flows of where it'll be super reliable and then it will not. I would love it if after all the fight ends with a straight punch. That's honestly how it's looking, Reggie. That's honestly how it's looking. But no, it goes through weird stages and, like, ebbs and flows where it wants to work and then it doesn't, and I honestly don't know what's going on. Ricky Thomas, another submission on Reverend Supreme Knight. He taps once again, but he's not unconscious. And I'm quite worried with the way that these health bars looks, because it doesn't look like it's doing the KO thing. And, like, that's worrisome. Because, like, what if this match is never ending? Slams the mannequin's arm down onto the ankle of Reverend Supreme Knight. Ricky Thomas goes for something big. Supreme gets him out of the way. Another hand of God connects. Stop sign in hand. We're going to pull this up to see if we actually get any of the prompts we're supposed to get. Because in these matches, it's supposed to like light up and flash and stuff. I just do it from the console until I get a proper setup. Yeah, so I've got a capture card that I do that through, but that still eats a little bit of CPU power. It doesn't eat any internet, so like that wouldn't be affecting anything. It's yesterday was a shit show, and so today it's just kind of like, let's see if we can get it to even out while we're live and not have to cut the stream a whole bunch and get frustrated and shit like that. Very good to know that YouTube comes through clear. Very good to know. Supreme Knight catches him, huge boot to the face. Mounted hammer fists as well. And big elbows, Reverend Supreme Knight taking his frustrations out on the dark horse Ricky Thomas. Reverend Supreme Knight walking around the ring. Which is weird because YouTube actually requires a faster bitrate than Twitch. Ricky Thomas going for another submission on the Reverend. No! Bouncing his face off the mat instead. Now taking the assault of the mannequin arm. Ricky Thomas going for another submission on the Reverend. He's got it locked in. Reverend Supreme Knight taps. Ladies and gentlemen, the next time Ricky Thomas makes Reverend Supreme Knight tap, I'm going to end the match. He does it. He does it. Just off the simple fact that I'm pretty sure the game has bugged. Because there is no way neither of them have been knocked the fuck out. And that's one. So we're going to let it keep going for a little bit because Reverend Supreme Knight is at the lowest possible point for health. There we go. There we go. He's in the danger zone. We're all good. And then he comes back. What the fuck? There's two. He's torturing this poor man, bro. He's torturing him. He's putting Reverend Supreme Knight through everything. Bounces this mannequin. See, I know it's not bugged now, though. So I'm wishy-washy about stopping the match because the match is going to have a conclusion at some point, naturally. Reverend Supreme Knight catches Ricky Thomas. Gets the reversal. If you reverse while in danger, you recover slightly. So, yeah. If this match keeps going, it's going to end up on Live Leak. Reggie's spitting. Reggie's spitting. He's got the arm trapped on the outside. Reverend Supreme Knight once again going to tap. A whole lot of damage being done by the champion. He's just got to keep it up. He's got him. Big move. 3 of them things on the way. 2 and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the dark horse, Ricky Thomas, retains the Continental Championship. That one went on for absolutely ever. Absolutely ever. That was insane, ladies and gentlemen. That one was crazy. Ricky Thomas covered in blood, beaten and battered. But our next match should slow the pace down just a little bit. Or it'll make it much faster. Ladies and gentlemen, the UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship is on the line. Haley Ramon defends against Dizzy. If this was the Tokyo Dome, it would have got 6. They took the fight forever chance quite literally. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I don't know how to do polls on YouTube, and Twitch is being buggy. But we'll get a poll somewhere about the that match, because that one definitely needs to be remembered. Ladies and gentlemen, this one right here, our first showing of the UCW Women's Division here at BLOODOATH. Welcome back, Nolan. Welcome back, brother. Dizzy was not there, sir. Dizzy was not there, sadly. She was not there. I had another guy who said he was having a lot of problems with uploading stuff today too, though. So it's not uncommon, apparently. Ladies and gentlemen, your challenger for the UCW Women's Breakdown World Championship, Dizzy, another member of the Dark Carnival, the right hand of Joka, your UCW Breakdown World Champion. We have that, Nolan. That's actually what this match is. It's a 2 out of 3 falls death match.
She won't yield, strength from deep within. She owns the battleground field. Challenge comes, they doubt the force, but
might be able to make that happen, Nolan. Might be able to make that happen.
on their course and their grip, they're all the same. Roll with the punches, fight till dawn. Her world spins dark, but she stands tall. Blood and sweat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dizzy earned this opportunity earlier this week on UCW Breakdown. This one is sure to be insane, but without further ado, our next competitor is your UCW Women's Breakdown World Champion. She is Haley Ramon. I know a newfound alliance that might like a death match. Interesting. Earn a nickname, and I love death matches, and I want to be called death match. That might be taken by somebody else, sir. That might be taken by somebody else. Depends on if that's what you want to go by in UCW. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe she is your second ever UCW Breakdown Women's World Champion. An incredible competitor. A great, great athlete. Representing the UCW Women's Division right here, right now. That's not what he's saying, Nolan. He's already a part of a faction, is what he's saying. That's what I was talking about, clown. That's what I was talking about. I was like, it depends on if that's what you want to go. If you want to go by that in UCW as well. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is set for 2 to 3 falls. A best 2 out of 3 falls death match for the UCW Women's World Championship. Your champion, Haley Ramon, ladies and gentlemen, and the challenger standing across the ring from one another. Dizzy looks locked in. He was, I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. Huge kick to the body. And another drop kick. I got you, clown. I got you. Bouncing the face of Dizzy off the top of her head, Haley Ramon. With the spikes on the elbow. I'm not sure how you got through the attire department with those, ma'am. That's a little bit of a built-in weapon. Oh, you want to see my face? Too bad. Too bad. How about that? It does probably make it. It's probably way more essential on YouTube, though, isn't it? Probably way more essential on YouTube. Big punch to the top of the face. Haley Ramon keeping the pressure on Dizzy. Huge kick to the top of the head. Bouncing off the ropes. Haley Ramon's got Dizzy against him. Misses the clothesline. Dizzy clothesline out of nowhere. Haley Ramon lays out Dizzy. I was getting a little confused on what I was watching. Huge move, misses. Big kick to the body, does not connect. Drops her down with the DDT. Stomping on her arms as well. Haley Ramon doing a lot of damage to each joint on the body of her opponent. Throws her into the steel steps. Now stomping down on the back of the leg. Dizzy doing a lot of damage to the champion. You have to think it's an all-out brawl to see who's going to get this first fall. And then after that, obviously an advantage will be formed. No free branding. Not sponsored. Dizzy with a big move off the top rope. Misses the knee drop. Haley Ramon gets out of the way. Drops down. Gets thrown into the ropes. Dizzy moves out of the way. Catches her in the back of the leg. Big kicks. Dizzy taking the champion down. Drops her down across her knee. Baseball bat covered in barbed wire, back in hand. Takes it across her face. And the body. Ref, get out of the way. Once again across the back. Haley Ramon. Lots and lots of damage to Dizzy. Dizzy knocks the bat out of her hands. Big punch, big elbow. Through the ropes, spear connects. Haley Ramon catches her. 1, 2. Not a 3, though. Goes over the ropes. Haley Ramon catches Dizzy. Huge kick lands. Laser the hell out. Only 2, though. Everybody in attendance is on their feet in this arena. Haley Ramon wants Dizzy back up. Misses. Dizzy with a reversal. Catches her with a drop kick. Dizzy going for a submission. No. Changes her mind. Stretching out the back and then stomping down on it. Now going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Kendo stick in hand. Dizzy makes her way back in, throws it across the body of Haley Ramon. She gets up on the outside, standing on the apron. Big punch almost takes her down. Dizzy knocks her down to the floor. Huge elbow drop connects Dizzy. Double knees across the body. Another cover attempt on the outside. 2. Only 2. Haley Ramon trying to make her way up to her feet. Trying to make her way up. Dizzy catches her, gets caught. Big elbow to the face. Head trap. Haley Ramon on the outside. That's 2. Going for a 3rd. Drops Dizzy down, going for the cover. 2. Only 2 once again. Haley Ramon wants her up on her feet. Matter of fact, she needs her on her feet. She's got her head trapped. Drops her down the top of her head on the outside of the ring. Going for the cover. Only 2. Dizzy powers out. Kendo stick in hand. Haley Ramon heads back outside. Takes it across her body. Shatters the kendo stick across the back of Dizzy. Big punches to the back of the head. The champion doing anything to retain. Going up to the top. Hits it. Drops her down. Like here to now. Interesting. Word. I can see what I can do while still live on this end. If anything, might need to cut it and change the setting. I'm not sure. What he said makes sense. Which is so confusing because it actually looks like the bitrate stuff is getting better on my end. Big elbow to the top of the head. Dizzy rakes the nails across the back. Haley Ramon rolls Dizzy over. Going for something big on the outside. Big kick misses. Huge kick to the face lands indeed. Haley Ramon drops her down on the top of her head. Recognize my face. Haley Ramon going for a submission on the outside. She's got it. Dizzy's tapping. Haley Ramon now up 1-0. Big knee to the face. Going for the cover. Dizzy attempting for 1-0 as well. Only a 1 count. Nah, sound's not off. I stopped talking. I'm doing a speed test, trying to see what's going on. That is absolutely insane to me. Are we back? Are we good? Are we good? Are we here? Are we safe? I was about to say, I noticed that like everything went down for a second and then it all came back. It didn't, like, it never ended the stream, which is great. Yeah, I was about to say, I think Twitch might even be stable now, to be honest. Let everybody kind of get back, get associated. I'm going to cut my webcam real quick because that was stressing me the fuck out. That's 3. Did it fix itself? Because y'all said y'all were behind. So I'm trying to, like, are y'all caught up now? And how much of that match did y'all miss? Is really what I want to know. Okay, so you missed Haley Ramon get the first one. Cool. So we're all looking at the pause screen right now, right? Cool. Bet. Supreme Knight, welcome to chat, brother. Welcome to chat, brother. Welcome back, brother. You did not beat Ricky Thomas. I hate to inform you. It was a great match. That was an incredible match. And honestly, now that Twitch is up, Clown, if we could get a poll in chat if you're not busy, for the Reverend Supreme Knight Ricky Thomas, was that 5 stars? Do we want that added to the voting? Just because, like, that was insane. That was insane. All right, so now let's get back into the action. Haley Ramon with the steel steps on the outside. She does have the 1 fall. It happened right over there where the ref is standing. Happened moments ago, ladies and gentlemen. Dizzy catches Haley Ramon. Big punch to the face. Drops her down. Haley Ramon, huge move on the outside. Catches her with another neck breaker. Gets back into the ring. Up to the top. Haley Ramon. Catches her with the DDT off the top rope. Busts Dizzy open. 2. Only 2. So on Twitch, Nolan, we've got a poll going. If Ricky Thomas and Reverend Supreme Knight was a 5 out of 5. Your tag match was also a very good match. That was also a very, very good match. With that one, I want to see how the other one for tonight goes, because I don't want to put multiple tag, like, I got rules in my head for it, which I can explain later. Haley Ramon, count of 2. But also, voting will happen in Discord. And with you not being in the Discord, I didn't want it to kind of be rigged against you to where you can't put your vote for you. Huge knee misses. Slap across the face from Dizzy. Big punches. Huge combo. Throws her into the steps. Dizzy. Chokehold in place. Big punch. Haley Ramon fighting out. Dizzy trying to put her away. Needs to get 2 falls to win. Huge knee across the face of Dizzy. Gets out of the way of the big punch. Dizzy has her up on her shoulders. Knee on the way. Hits it. Haley Ramon's head just bounced off the steel steps. 2. Only 2. Only 2. Dizzy heads back inside. Another barbed wire bat in hand. YouTube stream is now like 60 seconds behind Twitch. Interesting. Interesting. See, for me, it's all the same feed that's getting sent out. I think it's because, so Twitch restarted. YouTube never did, so it's probably playing the whole thing. Like, because it's still got all of that, so it's probably trying to catch up, is all I can assume. Haley Ramon, kendo stick in hand, bounces it across the face of Dizzy once again. Shatters it across the face. Haley Ramon could be moments away from retaining her championship. Big kick to the face of Dizzy. What's this? Dizzy just appears behind Haley Ramon. A reversal. She gets her onto the outside. Big punch to the face. Haley Ramon looking for something big out there on the apron. Drops her down across her face. Looking for something big. Catches the kick. Dizzy throws her back down. Ref, get the hell out of my way. Going for a submission on the outside. Dizzy's got the one leg of Haley Ramon. Is she gonna tap? No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Another double knee drop on the way. Dizzy hits it. Haley Ramon not in a good position, obviously with an advantage because she's up 1-0. But Dizzy has seemed to found her number. Shatters it across the arm. Dizzy looking for something big on the outside once again. She's got her. Big knee to the face of Haley Ramon. Going for the cover on the outside. 2. Only 2. Dizzy not able to get the pinfall. She's looking for it again. Another big knee lands. Haley Ramon, can she get a kick out? 3. Dizzy and Haley are both tied 1-1. The next contestant in this match to get a pinfall or submission will be your Breakdown Women's World Champion. What the fuck is this girl on Peds? I checked her stats. No, she's not. She's not. Barbed wire bat across the body of Dizzy. Lighten her up. On the outside, Haley Ramon going for a cover. 1, 2, only 2. Dizzy gets the kick out. Throws her into the ring, tries to throw her into the ring post, gets caught on the steel steps. Haley Ramon goes flying. Off the top, double axe handle lands. Drops her down on the top of her head. It's about energy, Cash. I do have to yell. Going for a cover. 3. Haley Ramon retains, ladies and gentlemen. She is still your UCW Breakdown Women's World Champion. An absolutely incredible showing for the UCW Women's Division. Holy hell. Walking out the way she came in, ladies and gentlemen, Haley Ramon. Still your UCW champion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a match. A match to represent UCW and its future. The development of all of UCW's talent. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Championship is on the line. Elijah Baker will be taking on PIKABOY, your UCW Prime champion. She could be. I feel like she'd be more like his daughter, though. You feel me? She looked a little young, and he was like in his 60s when he died. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a championship match. Your Prime Championship is what is on the line. I believe that this is the man known as Elijah Baker. I'm working on the oh my god like Joey Styles. I'm also working on the broken in half and stuff like that. I'm trying. My voice isn't damaged enough for that yet. Appreciate you, Cash. Elijah Baker, ladies and gentlemen, making his UCW debut, I think, last week on Breakdown. This man showing up on Prime, trying to make an impact, change the game. And there's one man to walk through, and that's PIKABOY at the moment.
I'm the reason every bell got that victory ring. Tried to hold me back, but the lock got crushed. Now the whole damn world gotta feel that rush. Ain't no friends in the fight, just predator prey. And I'm still on the hunt when the crowd.
Second generation wrestler. You are? Or Haley Ramon.
With your mic up.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way through the gorilla position, he is your UCW Prime Champion. It might be a Sharingan. It might be a Sharingan, Brownington. I don't know. The son of Dad Trainer, a member of the DTX family, ladies and gentlemen, the shining star of UCW Prime, PIKABOY. You're all good, Spartan. You're all good. Welcome in, Smokey. Welcome in. Haven't seen PIKABOY in a long time. PIKABOY, like I said, shining star of UCW Prime. My boy right there. Varsity football, multi-champion. Ignore the rips in his jacket. Sometimes brothers have sweaty tits, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta let that shit air out. We talked about a bunch of things last night, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. But cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is about to be underway. Elijah Baker standing across from one of the best that UCW and UCW Prime have to offer, PIKABOY. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is set to begin. A reminder that this is a no-holds-barred match. The bell rings, the match begins. Big forearm to Elijah Baker does not take him down. That's the one I needed to check. Even though I think brother was 7 foot. I'm remembering. Depending on, let me say it now. Let me pause the game. Pause the game. Depending on the height of Elijah Baker, if he wins this match, PIKABOY will automatically be able to challenge for it without a rematch clause being enacted. Just because if you're under 7 foot and you have the giant tendency, it gives you superhuman health, and that's not allowed. Smokey, you didn't know, so we all good, brother. Don't even worry about it. I was supposed to check it. I thought I did check it, but I checked somebody else. That person was actually right. That was Hazard. Hazard, you're all good. We already talked about that. So, just a preface, if Elijah Baker wins this match, if he's not 7 foot or like 6'10 or 11 or something like that, I was about to say, you fixed it, you just couldn't upload it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, bet. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, then we are all good. Let me stop talking out of my ass. If Elijah Baker wins this match, because of the settings and stuff like that, we're going to give PIKABOY a chance back for it. Obviously, it's got a rematch clause for it anyway, so it would have happened regardless. But just to clarify and preface. Yeah, the uploader wasn't working for Clown earlier. Or at least it wasn't working on my end for Clown. I got to put some money on Elijah real quick. I don't have the, I don't have Twitch open where I can like do like the polls and do the wagers and stuff like that. I'm trying to get to a point where I can have it pulled up easily, like with my Stream Deck and stuff, but I don't have my Stream Deck set up yet. So I do want to get to where I can do that. Back Alley, our future tag champs. That's actually the next match, sir. After this one, that is the next match. So let's stop wasting time. Y'all aren't here for my ugly mug. Y'all are here for the action. Elijah Baker, big clotheslines, take down PIKABOY. Stomping down on his hand, showing the dominance. Big kick across the back as well. Elijah Baker gets him on the ropes. Working his arm now. A lot of pressure to the elbow of the young man. Big clothesline into the corner. Catches him with the elbows as well. Elijah Baker heading underneath the ring. Have I ever listened to Persian songs? Not knowingly? Not knowingly. 2-minute poll is up. Thank you, Clown. You're a blessing to humanity. I think the Golden Dragon will do good in the tag match, though. I do think the Golden Dragons will do better. Shout out 77. He went through and fixed that move set so quickly. PIKABOY putting the pressure on Elijah on the outside now. I wish the hard camera was better in these situations. Big punch from Elijah Baker. PIKABOY not looking as comfortable as he has in the past few weeks on UCW programming. Makes his way back in. Elijah Baker seems very fired up and ready. What kind of match? This is a no-holds-barred match, Hazard. Since it's UCW Prime, it doesn't have like any of the gimmicks or anything like that. UCW Prime, they have like normal matches. They have Extreme Rules matches. Very easy, very developmental themed matches. So their hardcore match would have been like a no-holds-barred where they can do whatever they want. I just didn't give them access to like barbed wire and stuff. Because honestly, I wouldn't trust my developmental knowing these guys with barbed wire. Going for the cover, only a count of one. PIKABOY fights out. Big kick to the body, catches him with the forearm. Still not enough. He's got him by the back of the head. Elijah Baker bounces his face off the ring ropes. I don't know what I was going to say there. Once again, stomping the mat. Throws him in. Slams him down. I mean, I also think Elijah Baker's going to win just because, like, the superhuman health. It's a little bit of a guarantee. PIKABOY can definitely get through it. I've seen him do worse. I've seen him do more. So, I mean, there's always the chance that PIKABOY wins. Big baseball bat shot across the face of PIKABOY while he's sitting in the corner. Gets caught, clothesline, still not enough to take down Baker. Gets out of the way of the punch. Throws him into the ropes. Huge punch lands. Keeping it going. Drops him down on his shoulders. Elijah Baker looking ready for something. Another big punch and a headbutt to follow it up. We obviously don't have CTE protocol here in UCW. Bouncing the back of the head of PIKABOY off the ring. What's Elijah looking for? Is 77 in the chat? I'm not sure. 77, are you here, buddy? Elijah Baker stomping down on the face of PIKABOY. Catches him with a big punch. Big elbows as well. Catches him with the drop kick. PIKABOY trying to keep this man down. Big punch to the face. Kick connects. He got him. PIKABOY trying to keep the pressure on. Elijah Baker learned the pattern and caught on quickly. He's got the leg trap submission in place. Is PIKABOY gonna tap? He gets him off. Submission hold is broken. Throws him into the ropes. Gets taken out with a clothesline. Elijah Baker fired up. PIKABOY spear, just like his daddy. Joker's Rise with the raid. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for trusting me with your community, Joker's Rise. Love you to death, brother. Love you to death. Welcome in, Jackfruit. Welcome in. PIKABOY, huge kick to the face of Elijah Baker. Lays him out. Huge move. Now with a baseball bat taking the damage. Did you end off on Battlefield, brother? How is that going? Or are you still playing my faction? Big knee to the face. Slams him down. German suplex. Elijah Baker could take it away right here. No, he doesn't. We got two good clips. Very nice. Very nice. Better than no good clips. PIKABOY catches him. Big punch to the face. Elijah Baker with a reversal. Huge elbow. Catches him with the clothesline as well. Kick to the face. Baker doesn't move. Another kick. He's got him. Slams him down. All love, always, buddy, always. Two. Only two. PIKABOY kicks out once again. Gets him into the ropes. Spear lands. Elijah Baker just laid out PIKABOY. Do we have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen? No, we don't. Only a count of two. You know Elijah Baker's confused. You know he's confused. He rolls out of the ring trying to catch his breath. PIKABOY baseball bat in hand. On pursuit. Takes it across the back, not letting up. An all-out assault with that baseball bat. Drops him down on top of it. He's got his neck now. Really working it. Needs to get back into the ring to end this match, obviously. Elijah Baker back up to his feet like a man possessed. PIKABOY not phased, but he gets caught. Up against the ropes. That's not a good place to be. Gets sent outside. The reversal. Huge elbow drop. Clothesline across the back lands. Elijah Baker working the limbs of PIKABOY now. Throws him into the ring. Feeling the energy of the crowd. PIKABOY not moving very much. Elijah Baker heads back outside. Picks up the baseball bat that PIKABOY just used on him moments ago. Throws it across the ring and busts him wide open. Is that enough to keep the champion down? No, it's not. He kicks out. Big elbow on the way. No. Turns it into a submission. He's got a hold of the shoulder of PIKABOY. Really working the tendon. Gets caught. Oh no. Power bomb lands. Baker's back seems to be giving him some trouble. A little bit of discomfort in the lower area. He's got his arm. Throws him into the ropes. Goes over. Leapfrog. Big clothesline misses. PIKABOY with a kick. He's back in control. DDT. Up to the top rope. Champion comes back down. Huge splash. Another cover attempt. Is this one gonna be the end? Only two. Only two. Steel bat back across the back of Elijah Baker. This has definitely gotten personal, ladies and gentlemen. Elijah just folded PIKABOY in half. Is this the end? Ladies and gentlemen, it is. Elijah Baker is your new UCW Prime Champion. Forgot to ask something while you're in stream, but I'll next time. I mean, you can ask it now if you want, brother. You can ask it now. What did say? What did say? Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Baker walking out with the strap. An incredible win for this young man. It's okay, sir. I can wait. I'm just making sure, brother. I'm just making sure. All right. So, folks, for all of our own sanity, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more matches. I'm going to go get something to drink. I suggest you do the same because the chaos is about to start. The match that we are going into as soon as we are back from break, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be D&J Newton, the Click, facing Alley and Backbone, Back Alley, and Midas and Orion, the Lucha Dragons, for the World Tag Team Championships. This is going to be a UCW Tag Team Death Match. So we all know what that means. 77, welcome in, brother, welcome in. The lag is back. The lag is back. The lag is back. I just watched the bit rate. I just watched it. So, we're going to take this opportunity to let it figure out what it's doing for a second. Maybe it's not back. Maybe I was just tripping. Ready for carnage? Ready for carnage. This match is definitely going to be good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I ran a speed test. It's showing that it's somewhat okay. I'm going to leave the music playing. I'm going to let it run while I'm gone. I will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is a match for your not breakdown world championship, for your world tag team championships. This right here is going to be a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, no, don't open that. Don't open that. Let me pause this. It's not going to let me pause this. Oh, my computer might freak out for a second, guys. There we go. Keep that closed. Don't open that. Don't do what you just did. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the click. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I misclicked at the bottom of my screen. Started opening up a game. That's not what I wanted. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down now. They are your UCW World Tag Team Champions, D and J Newton, The Click. Click is a completely custom AI pulled from the community creations, sir. That is who they are. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down now. They are your first challengers in this tag team championship match. This is Back Alley, ladies and gentlemen. two of UCW's newest signees. Some incredible talent in both of these men.
From the gutters, we never stay down. Climbing through blood with a fist full of sound. You walk red carpets,
And I will say that Backbone is 7 foot tall, so him being of superhuman health is completely valid.
Boys, no face, no name. We don't play fair. We don't shake hands. We drag them down where the steel can't stand. Rats in the alley, we fight, we fade. Burn in our blood, we cut, we bleed. No crowns, no kings, just teeth and fists. Welcome to the back alley. Lost. Lost.
Yeah, Twitch is doing its thing, it seems like. Streamlabs is saying everything is fine. It's not making much sense to me.
Welcome to the back alley.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, I got a text message. I'm a little out of my element with the lag stuff starting to happen again. I'm not sure what's going on. They are the Lucha Dragons. If Twitch is bugging out, I'm not sure when you'll hear this. Come to YouTube. It might stick around, last a little bit longer. Last time it happened, it evened itself out. I'm pretty sure I might know what's causing it. I'm just not sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Dragons, the Lucha Dragons of UCW. And there is what all 6 of these men will be fighting for, the UCW World Tag Team Championships. Some great looking belts, some good action on the way, set to happen, I am sure. Lagwagon, yes sir, Rad. YouTube might be a little bit more stable. I think I know what could be causing it, but I'm not too sure. I'm getting a new router next week, most likely. So hopefully this stops happening. It's quite upsetting. What's crazy is I ran a speed test while it was going on and got a way better upload speed than what it was telling me I was getting in Streamlabs. So I'm quite confused. Flips over. D and J Newton. Gets caught with a baseball bat on the outside. Ali gets him off the corner. Ali catches him. The head of Jay Newton. Power bomb on the outside. Ali with a big move. He catches him. Big kendo stick shot across the face. Backbone on the outside doing work to 2 men. YouTube is on the match now. Word. I don't know what Twitch is seeing. Both of my feeds say they're both on the match, so I don't know about that. He's got him by the back of the head. Tries to get him off. He succeeds. Going for a cover. 1. Only 1. Hello, Tech Cookie Gaming. What's up, brother? This is a tag team. Yes, sir. It's 3. This is a tag team elimination death match, actually. What's going on, Rad? What's going on? Glass shatters across the face of Ali. Jay Newton. Big move. Yeah, Nightbot doesn't like caps locks on YouTube, and it won't let me like auto-regulate it. I'm not sure what's going on. The Twitch is bugging. Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting. Everything on my end is saying, okay, now I'm experiencing minor issues. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. He's got him up on his shoulders, slams him down. Click is saying, oh. Okay, so Twitch is mad behind. That's crazy. Okay. Dean Newton doing a lot of damage to Midas on the inside. Jay taking on Backbone on the outside. Twitch is stuck on entrances. Yeah. Interesting. Not sure why YouTube is fine for much longer. If it's anything like last time, it's going to bug out for a second and then like correct itself. I'm not sure what it is. Like I said, new router so that I can at least make sure that it's getting a like solid actual signal. Just because I don't know if that's part of it or not, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Midas going for a cover on D. Newton. Kick to the body. Neck breaker, able to do a lot of damage. Janice in hand. Jay going for the cover on the outside. Ali kicks out before the 1 count. Midas catches him with a big kick to the face. Slams his face back down into the mat. Midas doing work. Big punch to the face. He goes up to the top. Big frog splash from D. Newton. This is what the Omegas need. You were in a smaller version of this, Nolan. The only thing is that there's an additional team. Gotta love the double camera angle of the ring. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. I was mad confused trying to figure out internet things. Throws him into the barricade. Stomping down on his back. Claw on the face of Midas. Big punch to the gut lands. D. Newton with the steel steps. Double camera is good. I agree. Slams him down on the outside. Going for the cover. Throws him into the ring. All 6 men in this one little corner of it. We have so much more space that you guys could be occupying. Why is this what we're doing? Backbone's got him up on his shoulders. Big punch to the body. Takes Janice across his face. What are we doing? Big punches from both men. There's so much going on. I can't tell what's going on. I'm also trying to watch like internet numbers and stuff like that. So y'all just, yep, there we go. Hold on. Hold on. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come back to me. Come on. Come on. Interesting, Nolan. Interesting. There we go, Joker. There we go. Refresh on Twitch, Joker says. Refresh on Twitch. I was gonna say, everything looks much more stable on my end. Positions of the entrance are switched. It's supposed to be Midas jumping first, not Orion. It's because I had to go through and set the new version of him to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we might be back. Wait for everybody to trickle back in. Can I get an F in chat to let me know that you're back? Supreme, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Hazard, welcome in. Yeah, my webcam's off until we get everybody in. Just because I'm stressing just a little bit, trying to make sure everything's coming through clear, make sure we're all back where we need to be. All right, guys. Nobody's been eliminated. Nothing crazy has happened. We've had a lot of carnage and a lot of chaos in this tag match so far. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Throws him into the corner. Drops him down on his knee. Big kicks to the face of Jay Newton. Welcome in, Tony. Welcome in, brother. Going for a cover on the outside. Only one. How are you doing tonight, brother? Did you just get off work or are you on break? Big move on the inside. Not enough energy to go for a cover, though. Huge elbow. Janice across the face of Backbone. Now making wings. Wings sound really good. Wings sound really, really good. Big spear. Jay Newton gets taken out. 2. Only 2. Jay Newton still in this after the huge spear. Welcome back, Hipster. Welcome back. Big punch to the face. Welcome in, Hazard. Welcome in. He's got him up on his shoulders on the inside of the ring. Ali waiting for his opportunity. Picks up D. Newton. Big kick to the face. Orion on the outside, stumbling around, dazed and confused. Drops him down on his head. Going for a cover. 2, 3. D. Newton has has been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. The champions are now at a disadvantage. Huge DDT. Jay Newton lays out. I believe that's Orion. Big kick to the face of Jay. Allie and Backbone making their way into the ring now. Big double axe handle across the back of Jay Newton. Backbone going for a cover. No, it's an elimination match, Hazard. Drops him down on the ropes. Jay Newton fighting back, knowing that if his team is to retain these belts, it is all up to him. Throws Allie around like a sack of potatoes. Double axe handle on the outside. Jay Newton trying to pick his opponents apart. Backbone was not able to get the cover. Big punch misses. Allie gets the reversal on the left side of the ring. Drops him down. Somebody else was busted open on the other side. Catching all of the chaos and mayhem in this match is going to be a little difficult. The camera is not that wide and I don't have multiple camera angles. Unless. Big knee to the face. Going for the cover. Allie, the ref making his way over to the ring. He kicks out before the 1 count. Blame it on the ref. Gets caught. Huge move. Jay Newton going to work on the outside. Doing anything he can to keep the belts in play. Only a count of 2. Huge punch to the face. All these men going to war on the outside. 2. Only 2. Backbone still in this. He's got him by the back of the head, throws him into the turnbuckle. Gets him up to his feet. Big knees to the body. Allie just left Backbone. They be behaving a little weirdly, I will say that. All the tag teams do. Lucha doing good so far. They are. The ref, what is he doing? What is he doing? Backbone would have been eliminated there if the ref would have got his head out of his ass. Big knee to the face of Jay Newton. Allie going for a cover. Referee making his way over. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have new tag team champions. Both D and Jay Newton have been eliminated. And he caught a barbed wire bat to the back of the head on his way out. It's a little excessive. It's a little much. That man just lost his belt. Going for the cover on Allie. 2. Only 1. Off the... Holy shit. 1, 2, 3. Backbone has been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Allie is now in a 2-on-1 situation against the Lucha Spear! Going for the cover. 2. Only 2. Allie is still in this match, ladies and gentlemen, somehow. Holy shit. Big punch to the top of the head. And another. Big kick misses. Allie trying to do anything he can. Fighting for his team. But in these odds, it's a little hard to walk away with a victory. Huge kick to the face. The Lucha Dragons in unison. Off the middle rope. Did he miss? I don't know, man. It looked like he was right across his body, in my opinion. Big kick misses. Superman punch. He's going for something big. He might have him. He might. Dragons hunt together. That's good. You should do that. You should do something with that. You should do something with that. Big knee to the face. Not even time to go for a cover. This is not good for Allie, ladies and gentlemen. Orion might do damage to him. so I can see which one it is. Do damage to one of them so I can actually, like, know. Going for the cover. Will it be enough? Only 2. Where the ref at? How you see if he got his shoulder up or not? How are you able to tell that? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Light bar in hand. Shatters it across the face and back. Doing damage to his teammate, and he doesn't. Huge move. Bro, yeah, ref was on the other side of the ring. There's no way that was fair, but anyway. Orion doing a big move. Both of the Lucha Dragons just picking apart Ali. Using the numbers game to their advantage. Oh my God! Big kick to the side of the face. So much happening. Big kick to the gut. He hits it. Going for the cover. 2. Only 2. Ali kicks out. Big punches to the back of the head. Ali trying to fight out both of his opponents right there. Like sharks in the water. Bulldog busts him open. Orion trying to get to his feet. Midas and Ali having a stare down across the partner. Roll up cover. It gets broken up. Orion stomping down on the back of the leg. Leg DDT as well. Now Midas back up to his feet. Throwing him into his partner. Heading back in. Ali follows suit. Gets back in as well. He's got him up on his shoulders. Midas not in a good position. Big kick to the face. Ali going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Midas was somehow able to kick out of that one, ladies and gentlemen. Orion looking for something in the spear once again. 1, 2. That wasn't a 3 count. Off the bottom rope, moonsault misses. Midas has got his eyes on Ali, bouncing his face off the turnbuckle. Big elbow to the face. Going up to the bottom rope. Hits it. Midas, huge move. Ali catches him, gets caught by Janice though. Orion immediately on top of him. Heads underneath the bottom rope. Picks him up. Throws him into the ring. Both of the Lucha Dragons back on the inside. Orion's got him. Slams him back down. Midas just caught Orion in the face with Janice. Ali with an elbow. He catches him. German suplex. And another. And another. Ali with 3 gets caught as soon as he got done with the move. Orion was right there. Big punch to the face. Slams him back down. No echo. He's got him up with Janice in his arms. Huge kick to the face of Midas. And Orion just instantly right back there. Big kick to the face. Big punch and a kick. Ali catches him. Elbow. Slams him down. Midas on the outside tearing apart the BLOODOATH announce table. Catches him. Oh my God. going for the cover on Ali on the outside. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lucha Dragons are your new UCW World Tag Team Champions. This is 100% worthy of the pay-per-view. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. This one was absolutely insane. A great match. A great match. The Lucha Dragons take it all away. Your second ever UCW World Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen. Something tells me we've got another long one on the way. Ace Anderson, Jimmy Dice, the Deathlock Championship is on the line in a Who's Your Daddy submission match. Ali did hold on to that match for a lot longer than I expected. This isn't over. I don't doubt it, brother. GG bros, y'all are tough. Love the sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, the ring announcer letting everybody know that the action is still continuing. Making their way to the ring first, he is making a UCW debut, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Dice. Hello. Hi. I hope you're having a good time at work.
I'm the king of the cards. I'm young and able. 7 come 11. Lux on my side. Every match I walk in, I'm leaving with the prize. Stacking my chips. I ain't here to play fair. I'll cut the deck twice while you just stand there. From the boardwalk lights to the UCW floor. Every roll I make got them yelling for more. All in. I'm taking the pot tonight. All in. Roll the dice. Watch them land just right. All in. I win before the fight begins. All in. The house always wins. You're bluffing. I can see it in your stance. One wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring now, he is your UCW Deathlock Champion. Winning it from Azrael Black 2 weeks ago. It's going all right. We're having some internet problems still. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. I'm sorry work is slow. Ace Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, your Deathlock Champion.
I don't wait for fate.
Dragon soar high and fight with fire and Lucha. 77 going off right now.
Well, this is the stand of one. No backup, no fear.
We definitely getting that router, that's all I'm saying.
While they scream or
A dominating figure in all of UCW. This man
dig my heels.
has taken the name and crown of Submission King of UCW.
They call it suicide.
Adulting does suck.
Call it soul. They call it over. I call it roll. 'Cause pain don't shake me. Blood don't stop me. Death might find me. It won't drop me. Line drawn. Boots planted. I don't beg. I don't fold. You bring your God. I'll bring the cold. I don't need a crown or chain.
Welcome back, clown. Welcome back.
Carve my name into the flame.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Deathlock Championship is on the line. This is a submission-only death match. We call it a Who's Your Daddy match around these parts. Ring announcer doing his job, letting everybody in attendance know what they are up to see. Jimmy Dice taking a look at what could be a big honor to be in a championship match at a pay-per-view in your UCW debut. Ace Anderson fired up, making his way across the ring. Jimmy Dice, like the Deathlock matches, it's better technical submission or power submission. Depends on who's doing it, Hazard. So nothing better than a technical submission in my opinion. But like also that solid bear hug to end the match, like I'm a big fan of that as well. Ace Anderson showing the power and the resilience from Jimmy Dice. He's got a headlock in position. Ace Anderson fights out. Oh, wait. There we go. Ace Anderson trying to get the dominant position. Big elbows from Jimmy. Pushing him off. He catches him. Once again, collar and elbow tie-up. These two men bound to determine. Just clean the desk up, so there might be some new setup picks coming soon. Word. Headlock in place. He's got him. Jimmy Dice showing that he is not scared of the strength of the Deathlock champion. Really working the back of the head and the arm. Any specialist knows that you need to work the joints of your opponent to get the submission to go through. Big punch to the face. Ace Anderson on the outside catches the big punch. Jimmy Dice throws him over the ropes. He's got Ace Anderson on his shoulders. Big slam knocks him down. Jimmy Dice powered up, ready to go on that middle rope. Ace Anderson stands. He catches him, power bomb down onto his knees. Goes off the top rope, big elbow across the back. Ace Anderson takes aim. Punch lands. Throws him into the ropes as well. Big clothesline takes him down. Stomping down on the wrist. Now working the body and the arm. Once again, Jimmy Dice trying to dissect his opponent here. Goes under the ropes. Ace Anderson. Light tube in hand, gets knocked out. Jimmy Dice, big kicks. Reversal from Anderson. He's got him up on his shoulders. Huge move, spills him down onto the outside. Ace Anderson starting the chaos early. May have got new music made by a friend. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. Completely randomly. Interesting. Big elbows to the body. Ace Anderson. Big punch. What's my favorite submission? I really like the Anaconda Vice as a kid, but I'm a rear naked choke kind of person, just to be honest. Big power bomb on the outside from the powerhouse. The submission king showing off all of his skills. Kendo stick across the body. One more and it might shatter across the face. Splintering damage across the face of Jimmy Dice. Ace Anderson slams him down. On the outside, Jimmy looks dazed and confused. Ace Anderson gets tossed onto the outside. Dice heads up. Big elbow misses. Ace heads back out. Big kick from Jimmy Dice on the outside. And a power bomb into the apron. Bouncing the face of the champion off of the ring. Welcome back, Tony. Welcome back, brother. Huge elbows. Jimmy Dice catches him. Drop kick. He's got him. Big move on the outside. Doing a lot of damage to the legs of Ace Anderson. You're all good, brother. You're all good. Jimmy Dice heading up to the top. Elbow down onto the outside. Jimmy Dice, huge move. He's going for a submission. He's got the leg lock in place. Ace Anderson struggling. He's able to get out. He's able to get out. Throws him into the barricade. Ace Anderson trying his damnedest. Jimmy Dice still not done. Never saying quit. Up to the top. Once again, elbow drop down. A massive fall with a massive reward. Ace Anderson's got Janice in his hands. Tries to take it across the face of Jimmy Dice. It does not work out in his favor. Gets thrown into the steel steps after that reversal. Ace Anderson now skipping over the steel steps. Not some slight. He's going to do it again. Heads back inside. Going up to the top. Letting Jimmy Dice know what it feels like. Cannonball down. Takes out the ref. Takes out his opponent. Throws him around on the outside. Big headbutt. Jimmy Dice was going for something there. It did not work out. Caught a knee to the face instead. Misses. Gets taken out. Leg sweep. Barbed wire bat in hand of Jimmy Dice now. Takes it across his face. Ace Anderson doing a lot. Huge shoulder tackle. Takes out Jimmy Dice. He's busted open. Anderson heads back underneath the ring. Another barbed wire bat. Throws it at his opponent. Does not connect. Jimmy Dice slams him down onto his knees. Heads back underneath the ring. Kendo stick in hand now. Taking it across the knee of Ace Anderson. Jimmy Dice seems to have made himself a plan. Knows what he wants to do now, it looks like. Goes up to the top. Double axe handle lands. Ace Anderson misses. We've seen that knee do a lot of damage in UCW. Jimmy Dice just got out of the way of a freight train. Throwing him around on the outside now. Bouncing his face off of the chin. Huge knee as well. I will in a minute. Shoulder tackle from Ace Anderson. Going back up to the top. Stomping down on the body of Jimmy Dice. It is a good combo. It is a very good combo, Spring. Elbow drop on his leg. Ace Anderson back up to his feet. Huge DDT. Jimmy Dice just flopped over. Glass tube in his hand. Shatters it across the arm of his opponent. Ace Anderson working on the arms now. Oh no. Slams Jimmy Dice down onto the remnants of the glass tube. He takes aim. Shoulder tackle once again. Jimmy Dice goes falling. Submission. Submission. Jimmy Dice in a bad position. He taps. He taps. Ace Anderson retains, ladies and gentlemen. Holy hell. Holy hell, Ace Anderson, still the UCW Deathlock champion, ladies and gentlemen, after a hell of a battle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, oh yeah, that's much better. I like that. Very nice. You can see the desktop. Honestly, the likelihood of him losing that title is going down in my head every time he retains it. But ladies and gentlemen, the big fight feel has entered the arena. We are in our final 4 matches. To start off, John Styles will face off against Rad Core of HIW and Gregor McKay.
The letters, Mason.
This will be
What
a crown.
do they mean?
Casey the Pop, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. How you doing? Where'd you find us from? Welcome to UCW. This is to crown your new UCW Prince of Carnage champion. The whole goal, the whole meaning of this. Oh. I forgot I planned this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's being reported backstage. Sammy Lee is being attacked by, is that Samantha Frost of the Crimson Syndicate? Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Lee scheduled to do battle after our next match. Samantha Frost appearing out of nowhere. Her contract was just sent in the mail. And she's already here. She's not scheduled to be here. The partner of John Styles, ladies and gentlemen. Storytelling. My bad, guys. I didn't mean to kill kayfabe right there or anything. Radcore is about to jump bellies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The master of the belly drop. I'm not sure what's going on. This is not nearly as chaotic as I wanted it to be. This is not nearly as wrong as I wanted it to be. Sammy Lee fighting back against Samantha. Ladies and gentlemen, this does not look good for either of these women. Stretching the arm out, Sammy Lee putting up a fight. Samantha Frost seems to have gotten the upper hand. Throwing her around, stomping down on her arm. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Lee has been busted open. She appears to be stumbling around. Security and the medics have just showed up. We are currently waiting for word on if she will be able to compete tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Samantha Frost showing up in UCW and wreaking havoc already. The Crimson Syndicate letting their plans be known one by one. I can only assume this attack was to help Rose Daniels in her match later on tonight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next match of the evening, correctly this time. we will have John Styles take on Radcore of HIW and Gregor McKay for the UCW Prince of Carnage Championship. This championship was vacated Friday evening. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Not that. $2K, don't play with me right now, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the UCW BLOODOATH Arena. Making their way down to the ring first, he is the Style Bender. He is known across legend. This man is John Styles. What's the name of your EFED, Joker? From the bottom, now I'm running the game. Just chilling, Casey. Very nice, very nice. The owner and leader of JCW, ladies and gentlemen, Joker's Rise. Better known as John Styles, or when I mess up, Johnny Styles. An incredible talent. He's taken UCW by storm. Undeniably. Never fall, we only rise. They can't fake me. This ring is mine now. Watch me take it. No style like mine. The opinion of many is that this man should be the Prince of Carnage champion already. If it was not for some rule breaking and some performance enhancing, I believe John Styles would be your UCW Prince of Carnage at this very moment. Welcome in, RD. Welcome in. How you doing, brother? How we doing? And now, ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring, I believe it is the man, the myth, the legend, making his UCW debut, the master of the belly drop, the leader of HIW, Radcore, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Rad. Welcome in.
Step in the stream, feel the static and fire. Control the bleeds while the stakes get higher. WWE 2K, I break that ring. Suplex your soul when I'm in this thing.
This man has only been seen in dark locker rooms and in one spot occasions. His first time entering this ring in an actual civilized manner. His first appearance was during the Blood Ledger, where he almost took out Ricky Thomas. Ricky Thomas went on to win that match and become the King's Debt champion. And then Radcore appeared and attacked Joka, the Breakdown World Champion, before getting put in this match here tonight. Obviously a legacy that speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. You do not become the master of the belly drop without dropping that thing a couple of times. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our final contestant in this match, the Scottish King, Gregor McKay.
Glenn's already! The Mauler is here!
This man has appeared on UCW Prime. This man has appeared on UCW Breakdown. Not many wins under his belt, but not many losses either.
Mountains cold, through the wind and rain, I've carried my name, through the blood and the pain, steel in my hands, fire in my veins, in the heart of the storm, the warrior remains.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is about to be underway, and there is your new look at the new Prince of Carnage Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, which one of these men will walk out with that title is still something that is yet to be decided. All three look fired up, ready for a fight. Gregor McKay takes out Radcore. Big punch to the face. Let me grab a drink and I'll turn my webcam back on. Here we go. I can breathe again. Big elbows. Radcore fights off John Styles. Big punch to the face. And another big kick as well. Throws him into the corner. John trying to make up his mind on who he wants to go after. Takes out Gregor McKay. Throws him over the ropes. Radcore throws Gregor McKay around like a sack of potatoes. Shatters the glass across the body of Gregor McKay. Radcore going up to the top. Big belly drop. Going for the cover. A count of two already. John Styles, huge punch to the face. Radcore not done with Gregor McKay. Big elbows to the face. Gregor McKay trying to get out of a sticky situation. John Styles bouncing the face of Gregor McKay off the turnbuckle. Slams him down in the glass shards. And on top of that shovel. Radcore showing the dominance, taking control of the ring. Big punch to the face of John Styles. He's got him, slams him down. Radcore rallying the energy of the crowd or maybe something else. Gregor McKay sets his sight on John Styles. Throws him into the steel steps. Gregor McKay catches Radcore with the shovel. Clothesline takes him down. He's got him by the throat. Big punch to the gut. Sends Rad across the ring. John Styles. Big move. Rolls Gregor McKay over. Catches Rad with a big punt. That's a big old boy to have on your shoulders. John Styles going for the cover. Only one. Holy shit. Elbow drop to Gregor McKay. Styles is ready. Off the ropes, big kick, takes out Rad. And then drops McKay down onto his shoulders, going for the cover. Only two. He's got him up. Drops him back down. Rad on top of Janice. Doesn't even look like he feels it. Heads outside, goes back underneath the ring. Barbed wire bat in hand. Takes it across the face. Now Radcore working on John Styles. Once again. Gregor McKay breaks up the action. He's got John Styles by the back of the head. Bounces his face off the apron. Big punches to Rad as well. John Styles, a man on a mission, makes his way across the steel steps. McKay takes down Rad. BLOODOATH announce table getting taken apart. Rad just caught both men with a huge punch across the face. Both men dazed now. Looks like they might have run into each other. And an unintentional headbutt might have just happened there, ladies and gentlemen. Radcore's got Gregor McKay by the back of the head, throws him into the steel steps. Big headbutt lands. John makes his way back up to his feet. Rad is a man in pursuit. Gets John Styles back into the ring. Steel steps in hand. Gregor McKay trying to match that. Rad throws the steps. Gets caught by the double axe handle. John Styles fired up. Gregor McKay trying to take advantage of the distraction of his opponent. Big punch to the gut. John Styles able to fight out. Catching both men with massive chops. And a reversal knocks Gregor McKay into Radcore. Gets caught. John Styles does it all, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get Rad back into the ring. It looks like Rad has other plans. Throws him onto the other side. Gregor McKay makes his way around the ring. DDT busts open Radcore. Throws him back into the ring. John Styles looking at Gregor McKay like a vulture looks at roadkill. Stops the DDT, possibly saves Rad, just to hit him with the steel steps across the back. Big punch misses. He catches him with a kick as well. Radcore drops John Styles. Huge move, kicks Gregor McKay out of the way. Steel steps in hand. Rad just took control. Going for the cover on John Styles. 2. Only 2. Gets caught, big punch. Choke slam incoming. The mat had no give when John Styles landed on it, ladies and gentlemen. Gregor McKay takes out Rad. Barbed wire bat across the back. Gets him up to his feet. Gets out of the way, throws him into the ropes. Huge punch to the face. Rad tosses him over the top rope. McKay back up to his feet, gets out of the way of the clothesline. Rad gets out of the way of the grapple. Big combo. Gregor McKay catches him. Huge suplex. He's got him up above his head. Rad with a reversal. Takes his legs out from underneath him. John Styles misses with the shoulder tackle. It looked like John Styles was trying to go off the middle rope. Gets the reversal. Stops Gregor McKay in his tracks. Big clothesline. All the roids. All the roids indeed. Oh my God. Radcore throws the steel steps into the face of John Styles. Rad is pumped up out there on the outside. John Styles alone with him. Gets thrown into the barricade. John Styles fired up as well. Gregor McKay slams him down. Who is Big Chungus with the KSI? That is Radcore, the leader and owner of HIW, the master of the belly drop. Radcore, better than KSI, better than Big Chungus. Down onto the steps, John Styles. I don't know if he's alive anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Spartan. Gregor McKay picking up the steel steps that John Styles was just laying on top of. Back up to his feet, barely getting out of the way of that double axe handle. Gets out of the way of that as well. John Styles catches him, big punch to the face. Elbow drop takes out Rad. Big punch. John Styles once again with Rad up on his shoulders. Folds him up, drops him down. No pinfall can be obtained on the outside, though. John, you need to get him in the inside of the ring. I'll see you all in the trainer's room because I'll be living there after landing on the steps. Yeah, man. That looks painful. Gregor McKay throws him into the steps. Tries to take out Rad. Now picking up the steps. John Styles puts an end to that. Throws him into his opponent. John Styles back into the middle of the ring. Over the top. Big move. He lands on Gregor McKay. Janice in hand. John Styles takes it across the back of Radcore. But Radcore caught him. Picks him up. Drops him back down. And he's got the time in the room to go for the cover. Radcore. 1, 2. Only 2. John Styles not quitting. Rad just took Janice across the back, and John took it to the face. Back up like it never happened. Gets Gregor McKay. Big power bomb. Going for a cover. 2. Only 2. You missed the deathlock match. Who won? Ace Anderson retained, brother. Ace Anderson retained. John Styles shovel across the body of Gregor. Going for a cover. 2. Only 2. John Styles takes the shovel across the back. Gregor McKay catches him. Big kick to the gut. He's got a submission on Radcore. Choke in place. Radcore squirming and gets out. Gregor McKay might have released the hold. It's an elimination match, Hazard, that's why. Gregor McKay fights out. John Styles was going for something big there. Glass bar misses, shatters across the body of McKay. Radcore trying to pick who his next victim will be. John Styles stands up, catches Rad with a big punch. Gregor McKay picks up Radcore, power bomb down onto his knees, going for a cover. John Styles breaks it up. Now focusing on both men with that barbed wire bat. Choke slam on the way. John Styles reverses it. Barbed wire bat in hand. Across the arm of Radcore. Going for the cover, John Styles. 1, 2, 3. Radcore has been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. This match is now between John Styles and Gregor McKay. Light bar shattered across the back of John Styles. Big punch to the face lands. Throws him into the steel steps. Chops across the body. John Styles, Gregor McKay on the outside. Big knee drop. John Styles trying to get a reversal. Both men seem to be dazed. He needs to get McKay back into the ring. That is the only place where this match will end. Up to the top rope. Double axe handle misses. John Styles just caught his leg on the remnants of the steel steps. That did not look pretty. I hope they both step. Why you got Legos in your shower? Big elbows to the body. John Styles fighting off Gregor McKay. He's got him on his shoulders. Huge move. John Styles landed on his head. Janice in hand, Gregor McKay fired up. Exactly, Spartan. Why you got Legos in the shower? Janice across the face. And he gets thrown at him too. John Styles busted open. Catches him. Big move. John Styles trying to take control back. Do we have concussion protocol? You might need it. We got something like that. Something like that. Gregor McKay up to the top rope. Big elbow drop lands on John Styles. He's heading back up to the top. No, just back into the ring. Gregor McKay taking an opportunity to catch his breath. That must be nice. That must be nice. John Styles back up to his feet slowly but surely. Gregor McKay trying to beat him there. Clothesline takes him back down. He's got him by the back of the head. John Styles gets thrown back into the ring. Gregor McKay follows behind. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Gregor McKay kicks out. You were building for. Big kick to the gut from Gregor McKay. He's got John Styles up. Styles reverses it. Gets behind him. Picks him up. Drops him down, John Styles. Dean Ambrose is peak, but this is UCW, not WWE or AEW or any of that shit. And yes, this match is still going. Big elbow across the back of the head. Is that gonna be enough to keep McKay down, ladies and gentlemen? 2, 3. John Styles is your new Prince of Carnage champion. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit. The bruises across the body of the new champion, busted wide open. John Styles brings more gold back home to the Crimson Syndicate. Look at that pretty ass belt. Look at that pretty ass belt. I got screwed and had to earn that. Give it to me. Yes, sir. Everything is right in the world. The only other good outcome is Radcore winning, in my opinion. John Styles, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Well fought, well deserved, and most definitely earned. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hate to inform you all, though, Sammy Lee was injured in that attack by Samantha. She has a concussion and a ruptured blood vessel in her arm, and she will not be able to compete tonight. So the triple threat match for the Breakdown Women's World Champion, for the Women's World Championship. My match card is tiny, leave me alone. For the Women's World Championship has been made into a regular death match here tonight between Rose Daniels and Jade Tempest. Valid assessment, but goddamn, my body is bust up. Very sure, very sure. It took them teaming up to get me down. I mean, rad. Can you blame him? He's banged up, but he's the champion. The Syndicate with more gold. Yes, ma'am. This isn't the next match. This isn't the next. Okay, well, change of plans, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Vegas will be taking on Joka for the UCW Breakdown World Championship instead of the match that I said that was going to happen because 2K hates me. So, the Devil of Professional Wrestling takes on the Lucky Strike. If Johnny Vegas cannot walk out with the W, it did it twice. Not only did it mess with me, it messed with me again. And where's the match with... Where be the thing? Why be the thing? Why be the thing? Why are we doing this? Leah, you're going to get your title shot tomorrow. All right? I promise you. Main event, Overdrive, Jade Tempest, Rose Daniels. I'm going to make it happen. I don't know why it's not a part of the card. I don't know what 2K is doing. I'm pissed off. Depending on how the internet is acting and how long we've been going, I'll even run it for you after the matches. Because, like, that's fucked up. I don't like that shit. Damn it. Thank you, 2K, for fucking me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, entrances should be on now. 2K really do be trying to keep Rose from getting her belt. It's crazy. It's crazy. There should be entrances. Ladies and gentlemen, your Breakdown World Championship is on the line right here, right now. The ring announcer is letting everybody in attendance know. The women's triple threat match. 2K hates me, Jose. Or not Jose, 77. That's why. 2K hates me. It pisses me off. Making his way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. He is the Lucky Strike. Johnny Vegas. Making his way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, no, 77. 2K deleted it from the card. So depending on how long we've been going, at the end of this, it's going to be the new main event. If not, it's happening tomorrow as the main event. Just because this is the second time 2K has, like, fucked that match over. Johnny Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. Your first ever Breakdown World Champion. But standing across from him is a man who should not be messed with. The devil of professional wrestling is now in the building. Your Breakdown World Champion, Joker, is in the house. Run it tomorrow. Sounds good. Sounds good. 2K won't let you be great. I completely agree. Ladies and gentlemen, your second ever Breakdown World Champion. A man known across every EFED, it feels like. A man with a legacy carved in blood and chaos.
Champs go primal, put them in coffins. I ain't here to entertain. I'm the glitch in the system, the venom in the vein. I bleed black, spit bars of steel. Lunatic mindset, no way.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a TXW light tube death match. That means it's a false count anywhere. Only weapon is a light tube. No. No. Can't be down there. Hold up. Back up. Come on. Come on. The Breakdown World Champion, ladies and gentlemen. No. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the UCW Breakdown World Championship. Ring announcer getting everybody in attendance in line. He does have a resume to prove it. He does. Johnny Vegas fired up and ready to go. Coda, you can't be down there. You keep unplugging shit. You can't be doing that. You gotta go. I love you dearly. You can't be down there. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is very close to being underway. Joker, huge kick to Johnny Vegas early on. Misses the knee drop, though. Johnny Vegas takes him down with a clothesline. Off the top rope, moonsault lands. P-Mac, what's going on, brother? Welcome to YouTube chat. How are you doing? One of the syndicates seated on the plan. Indeed, indeed. It's not that she didn't succeed. She just didn't get the opportunity. 2K hates us. Big punch from Johnny Vegas. With the assistance of the ropes. Joka takes a huge move. Big punch to the face. I was talking about Darren Briggs, but fair. Oh. Word. Johnny Vegas tries to hit him with that, takes it across it. Joka just got a light tube busted over his face. I'm new and just came across what's going on. I'm interested. This is UCW, brother. UCW is a completely custom universe in WWE 2K25. It's called an EFED. Essentially, it's an AI versus AI universe where I allow members of my community to come in and send me their wrestlers, and they compete for championships that I created in arenas that I created on shows that I created. They can cut promos in Discord. It's a great time. If you're interested in joining, you're on YouTube, so all you gotta do is click on the channel and then go in the description, click on the Discord link, and you can join there. Check out the How to Become United tab, and that has everything you need to know about what you need to do for your character and how to upload them and where to upload them to. Joka going for a roll-up cover on Johnny Vegas. Only a count of 1. Big stomps to the chest. Punch to the face as well. Johnny Vegas misses the drop kick. Huge punch off the middle rope. Joka.
Letters, Mason. What do they mean?
Thank you for the YouTube subscription, PMAC. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome to the community. Joka bouncing the light bar off the ring. Now shattering it across the face of Johnny Vegas. Now stepping on his throat as well. He's got him. By the back of the head. Will the women's triple threat for the women's title be on Overdrive? Yes, it will. It'll be the main event tomorrow. 77. It will be the main event tomorrow. Hello? Hello? 2K? Did y'all see that too, right? It's also no longer a triple threat. The ref is bugging out in the corner. These two men now exchanging blows, going 1 for 1. Sammy Lee was attacked, 77. So it's now just a one-on-one between Rose Daniels and Jade Tempest. Joka seems to be getting the upper hand against Johnny Vegas. Doing everything he can to keep it going. Big punch lands. Joka asking for more. So, sold. Sign me up. Sounds good, brother. You know what to do now. Johnny Vegas, big punch. These two men. A lot of frustration between them. Who will get the upper hand? The paint of Joka being wiped off his face as Johnny Vegas pounds his fist into it. Big punch lands. Johnny Vegas bounces the neck of Joka off the top rope. Going back underneath the ring, another light tube across the arm. Johnny Vegas on the outside. Joka with a reversal. Huge elbow to the face. Johnny Vegas with one of his own, though. And another DDT on the glass shards on the outside of the ring. Joka going for the cover. 2. Only 2. Johnny Vegas still able to power out. Joka wants him on his feet, looking for something big. Misses the clothesline. Neckbreaker lands. Vegas going for a cover. The ref is smacking the shit out of Joka. This is one fall. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have lightning and rain going on in the background, which does alarm me. It does alarm me, I will not lie. We are very close to the end of the pay-per-view, so I'm going to try and keep her pushing. I am on PS5, brother. Big drop kick. Johnny Vegas takes out Joka. He goes underneath the ring. Light tube in hand. Shatters the glass across his body. Big kicks to the legs. Johnny Vegas with a stunner on the outside. waiting for Joka to get up. He's got him on his shoulders. Spinning him around, spills him down. Jade is currently the women's world champion. That's the overdrive equivalent. Joka back up to his feet with the assistance of Johnny Vegas, gets thrown into the barricade. Up to the top, stomps down on him. Big elbows. Joka fighting back against Johnny Vegas. All he needs to do is hit one last laugh, and he does. Is that the end of this match, ladies and gentlemen? 1, 2, 3. Joka retains the Breakdown World Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Vegas will now be moved to UCW Overdrive indefinitely. The Devil of Professional Wrestling has retained his belt here tonight. And honestly, I'm kind of glad it didn't go very long because, like I said, we got lightning and stuff going on in the background. I'm a little scared. I'm a little intimidated with the way that things be going, with my setup and the way the things we got, I'm not really trying to, Y'all feel me. Y'all feel me. I am the Deathmatch King, says Joka. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving moments away from what is sure to be an incredible matchup between two of the greatest wrestlers UCW has to offer. Up next, we've got Adam the Reaper Thomas defending the World Heavyweight Championship against King Hipsta. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very close. The main event is about to begin. The ring announcer letting everybody know what's in front of them. The cage has been placed. Making their way down to the ring first, with my pleasure, it is... Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, he is your UCW Fighting Spirit Champion, known all around UCW, TXW, DTX, HIW, TCW, everything that ends with a W. King Hipsta. So you can do one male, one female, or if you're doing a tag team, you can do two. That shit was a little close. That was a little scary. I didn't like that. King Hipsta pointing up at the Hell in a Cell structure that is soon to surround him and Adam Thomas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, he is your World Heavyweight Champion, Adam the Reaper Thomas. And that's what's going to kill my voice tomorrow. Your first ever, the one, the only World Heavyweight Champion in UCW history. Holding that title for over 1 month consecutively. For those of you who don't know what consecutively means, that means one after the motherfucking other. Shout out Cat Williams. I gotta stop with the aggressive announcer voice though, because y'all can hear my voice is already done for.
face, rip through the emptiness. Every breath, a war I can't deny. Fight to live, but I'm not afraid to die. Walls closing in, can't see the sky. Hate in my veins, I won't comply. Chains of fury dragging me under.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bones with the sound of thunder.
your champion and the challenger both look locked in. I need to remind you, this is a UCW bloodbath match. What that means is that Hell in a Cell structure will be lowered down around the ring. These men will be locked in, and there is only deadly weapons underneath it. The winner has to pin or submit their opponent twice to be the victor. King Hipsta, good luck to you as well, my brother. The champion with rage on his face, ready to prove that he is the one and only World Heavyweight Champion. And obviously King Hipsta, a man with a legacy that follows him around everywhere he goes. Not someone to sleep on. And now the cell is being lowered around these two gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. This one is sure to be crazy. Let me position myself on the other side of the ring, on the inside, try and get the cage out of the shot. If it doesn't work, then it won't work. We're a little close, I don't like that. King Hipsta working Adam Thomas early. He's got a headlock. Adam Thomas with a reversal. Off the middle rope, coffin drop connects. Yes, sir, pay-per-view is still going, Nolan. This is the main event, brother. Adam Thomas already taking aim. Locked in on King Hipsta, gets thrown onto the outside. Adam making his way up to his feet. Hipsta heads outside to stop him from getting back into the ring. Big punch to the face. It's my title. I ain't steal shit. You didn't even have it. I earned it in the first ever defense of it. It would have to have been yours for me to steal it from you. And you know what you didn't do? Steal it from me. Because the next week you fought me for it, and lost. And I lost. Big punch to the face from King Hipsta. And another, working his opponent around the outside of the cage. Adam Thomas finally getting a reversal, switching up the pace. Throws Hipsta over the steel steps. Following behind. Adam Thomas now gets Hipsta up to his feet. Wants him back into the ring. No, he doesn't. Throws him into the ring instead. Gets taken out. Big kick to the gut. Hipsta throws Adam Thomas the same way that he threw him. So that's 3 singles he lost. He lost the first episode of Overdrive and the second episode of Overdrive, and then the ones that you're counting. So I think it's 4 actually. May need to speak to Darren about getting him some backup. Tom Richards might need to come to the main roster. I agree. Big elbow from Adam Thomas. Huge kick to the gut as well. King Hipsta trying to keep up. Adam Thomas trying to stay ahead. A big punch to the face. Put the title on, let's see who wins. I got other things going on, obviously. People who have actually earned opportunities at this belt are fighting for it. Nolan. King Hipsta throws him into the steps. Do you stream every day or every other day? So I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sundays for pay-per-views once a month. And then I stream other games randomly, but that's only on Twitch. I don't stream to this channel unless it's UCW related. Big punch from Adam Thomas once again. Can we get back in the ring or head outside of the cage, boys? doing battle right here in front of the fans. Hipsta throws Adam Thomas back over the steel steps, making their way back to the stage side. Hipsta catches him, throws him back over the steps. You are a main event card? That doesn't... You mean you're a main event player? Like, you should be in the main event spot? For tag matches, sure. I agree. Earn 2 singles matches without your little buddy, and then you can call a shot, potentially. I agree with Joker. Adam Thomas with a reversal. Matter of fact, let's make that official. If Nolan Omega can win 2 singles matches in a row, he can challenge for any minor title in UCW. So any championship on Prime, the Prince of Carnage, or the Deathlock Championship on Breakdown, or the Continental or Fighting Spirit on Overdrive. Adam Thomas locked in on the inside. He's got King Hipsta up. He flips him over. Hipsta gets out of the way. Clothesline takes him down. Thomas going for a cover. Only one. He's got him, throws him down. Rad says, "Feed me, Nolan." That can be arranged, sir. That can be arranged. Adam Thomas powering out of the big move from King Hipsta. Big punches to the body. Adam Thomas working the neck of King Hipsta. Nolan, I'm going to warn you about Rad. I'm going to warn you about Rad. You better call somebody, brother. You better call somebody. Don't bark up that tree. I'm trying to warn you. King Hipsta, count of 2. Adam Thomas up to the top rope. Hits the elbow. Better call 3 somebodies. Only 2. Hipsta kicks out. I heard him call the electric chair spot and panic, but he said, "Trust me." Adam Thomas gets Hipsta up to his feet, throwing him back into the steel steps. Hipsta with a reversal. Big headbutt to the chin of Adam Thomas. Adam Thomas with one in response. Huge punch to the chin. Big punch to the face as well. Both men, huge single moves. King Hipsta gets Adam Thomas up to his feet. Throws him back over the steps. These men are working their way around this ring multiple times over. Throws him into the steel steps. Hipsta standing over Adam Thomas, kind of menacingly. Thomas with a reversal, rakes his hand across the face of Hipsta. Hipsta with a reversal of his own. Both men going back and forth, neither one saying die. Adam Thomas in pursuit. Trying to take down King Hipsta seems to be impossible. Big elbow to the face. Adam Thomas, headbutt to the chin. Hipsta catches him, kick to the gut. Big punch as well. Adam Thomas trying to get away from King Hipsta, get a second to breathe. A reversal. Big punch from Hipsta. Both men going back and forth. And another. Adam Thomas throws Hipsta down on the outside. Clothesline lands. Adam Thomas gets caught. Another headbutt to the chin. You know those are going to start adding up eventually. Hipsta's got him. Throws him back down. The knees and palms of both of these men are going to be bruised to shit by the end of this match. Adam Thomas catches him headbutt. Throws him back into the ring. What are we going to see now, ladies and gentlemen? Adam Thomas throws Hipsta into the ropes. Catches him. Drops him down onto his head. Going for a cover. Is this enough? 2. Only 2. Hipsta kicks out. Adam Thomas pulls Hipsta into the middle of the ring. He gets him up. Scoop slam sends him back down. Adam Thomas picking his opponent apart. Hipsta back up to his feet. Adam Thomas gets him up on the top rope. What's he looking for here? Big punch to the face. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it? Tombstone neck breaker off the top rope. You'll win 2 singles matches. Sounds good, Nolan. Let's see it, brother. Only a count of 2. Hipsta kicks out. Adam Thomas looking for something else. Trying to keep King Hipsta down. Hipsta with a reversal. Drops him down onto his shoulders. Up to the middle rope. Double axe handle lands. King Hipsta. Huge elbows, eats him. Adam Thomas needs to do something. The ref got in his way. Radcore said, feed me Nolan. Bounces the face of King Hipsta off the turnbuckle. Adam Thomas continuing to try and pick him apart. But Hipsta will not say die. Back into the corner. Adam Thomas gets him back up onto the top rope. Hipsta with another reversal. Kick to the gut. Adam Thomas. Power bomb on the way. No, carries him across the ring. Switches the hold. Throws him onto the outside. Hipsta just bounced off the cage wall. The guy who broke John Styles' neck 12 times? Yeah, that guy. Banger after banger. Thank you, Rad. Thank you. Knee drop. And a headbutt to the chin once again. Adam Thomas throws Hipsta over the steel steps on the outside. Big clothesline lands. Adam Thomas looks in control, but Hipsta takes it right back. As soon as I say that, throws him back into the steel steps. Headbutt to the chin once again from Adam Thomas. Wants to get him back into the... No, throws him back into the steel steps on the other side. Another headbutt to the chin. King Hipsta gets Adam Thomas back onto the inside. He goes through the ropes himself. He's fired up, looking for something big. Rallying the crowd, King Hipsta gets Adam Thomas up. Drops the neck of Adam Thomas off the top rope. Thomas goes back up to his feet like nothing happened. Dark Low 17 says banger after banger as well. Thank you. Hipsta going for the cover. 2. Adam Thomas kicks out at 2. Up to the top rope, King Hipsta. Elbow drop lands. He's looking for something big. Adam Thomas gets out of the way. Clothesline. 77 says banger after banger as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Adam Thomas gets him up. Slams him down. Hipsta up like it didn't happen. Kick to the gut. Reversal from King Hipsta. Going for the cover on the champion. 1, 2. Only 2. Adam Thomas kicks out. making his way to his feet. Spear! Lays out King Hipsta. He's going for the cover. Ref! 2, 3. Even with the slow count. Fuck you, ref. Coffin drop off the middle rope. Adam Thomas looking for another big move. Is this the end? Last words. King Hipsta. Is he gonna be able to kick out? Ref! What's with the slow counts, brother? Adam Thomas gets King Hipsta back up to his feet. Throws him onto the outside. Hipsta goes spilling. Adam Thomas wants him back up. Eats the headbutt from King Hipsta. This does not look good, ladies and gentlemen. Big punch to the face of Adam Thomas. Throws him into the cage. King Hipsta seems to have a plan for Adam Thomas. Throws him around the outside of the ring. Working his way around. Hipsta taking the chance to catch his breath. Adam Thomas in a lot of pain on the outside. Big punch to the face. King Hipsta fights out. Big punch again. Adam Thomas trying to get back into this one. Working King Hipsta around the side of the ring. Hipsta with a reversal. He's got the back. Throws Adam Thomas around on the outside once again. Big knee. And another punch to the face. Hipsta fights back. Both men going reversal for reversal, counter for counter. The number has been called every single time. Hipsta with another big punch to Adam Thomas. Throwing him around on the outside once again. Adam Thomas's legs so weak, he didn't even run. He just stumbled on the way down. Catches the punch from King Hipsta. Clothesline back down. Big punch does not connect. King Hipsta, another reversal. Going bar for bar. Adam Thomas. He's got Hipsta. Throws him into the cage. Thomas looks fired up. Another big punch. Clothesline takes down Hipsta. Gets out of the way, a reversal. Hipsta, no, not back in control. Adam Thomas, another clothesline. Gets him back up to his feet. Decides he wants him back into the ring. Adam Thomas heads back in. Gets Hipsta up to his feet. He's got him, arm trapped. Knee to the face. Adam Thomas lays out King Hipsta. He's got the leg. Working him around. Is he going for it? Yes, he is, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Thomas is going for the submission. His back gave out, though. Stop it, he's already dead. Over the top, Adam Thomas does not connect. King Hipsta gets out of the way, catches Thomas, rolls him over. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. King Hipsta and Adam Thomas are both tied. Hipsta gets out of the way, running bulldog. Running bulldog. Is that gonna be the end? Kick to the gut, misses. Adam Thomas. Big kicks to the body. Clothesline. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Adam Thomas retains the UCW World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Never count King Hipsta out. That man is a legend in every regard. GG's to that man. My booty hole was clenched the whole time, brother. I was terrified. Holy shit. Adam frickin' Thomas. Oh, Mr. CEO, we have a date. Who says? Who says we have a date? Who says? Who says? Lemon booty was real. It was. It was. It was. I was terrified, man. I was scared. I was scared. Let me not hit that rematch button. Oh, God. Not this shit, Joker. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing out. Thank you for dealing with the internet bullshit. Thank you for showing your support to UCW. It has been absolutely incredible. To start off the night, Dad Trainer won the Clash contract in a TLC match. That contract can be cashed in for the Breakdown World Champion at any time. Ethan and Nolan Omega retained the UCW Tag Team Extreme Championships against the Free Radicals. I do. Well, my contract says so. It says I can call any match I want, and I want you and your title. I'm going to have to reread that contract. I don't know if it says that exactly. But if so, conversations can be had between you and User Unknown. And we can see how that goes. Then Ricky Thomas defeated the Reverend Supreme Knight in a knockout first to fall match to retain his Continental Championship. Haley Ramon retained the UCW Breakdown Women's World title against Dizzy. Elijah Baker stole the UCW Prime Championship away from PIKABOY in a no-holds-barred match. There will be a rematch for this belt this Wednesday on UCW Prime. And then the Golden Dragons, the Lucha Dragons of UCW, Orion and Midas, took the tag team titles of Overdrive away from J&D Newton and took Allie and Backbone out in the process. Ace Anderson retained the Deathlock Championship against Jimmy Dice. Samantha Frost was attacked and injured by, Sammy Lee was attacked and injured by Samantha Frost, making her UCW debut. The Crimson Syndicate is one person stronger. And then John Styles defeated Radcore of HIW and Gregor McKay to become the second ever Prince of Carnage champion here tonight. Joka retained the UCW Breakdown World Championship against Johnny Vegas, moving Johnny Vegas to UCW Overdrive indefinitely. And Adam, the Reaper Thomas, retained the UCW World Heavyweight Championship, defeating King Hipsta in an absolute incredible brawl between legends. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Like I've said, it was absolutely incredible to have you. A great show. A great list of matches despite all of the problems that we had to get here. List of matches despite... How many are in the Crimson Syndicate? 5 members. 2 women, 3 men. I will have my lawyers get in contact with your lawyers, sir. Sounds good, sounds good. We prefer to handle things legally around here. Oh, yeah, we are the best tag team. I don't know about all that. Hey, we are the best tag team titles. We should get a match against those luchas. We can see about that. I'm not going to hand it to you. We're not going to do that, but we can see. We can see. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find somebody to raid out to. See if any of our friends are live. They aren't. Do we have any targets in chat? Do we have any targets in chat? I'll pray for mediation. Thank you. Thank you, Supreme. Thank you, Tony, for saying great show. I appreciate it. But no, do we have anybody who we want to raid, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody we want to show love to? Maybe somebody new. Somebody new? Let me copy that, good sir.